Red Devil football starts now.
Handoff straight up the head, and up he goes for 5 yards. Touchdown, Red Devils.
A combination of returning players, both seniors and underclassmen, led by seniors Jagger Mitchell.
Jagger run ahead and finds the hole in the defensive line, and it's 8-0 Evanston.
And Cade Frankham.
The 30, he's got a gap all the way to the 40. Number 44 is going to return the opening kickoff of 2019 all the way.
As well as juniors Jackson Moore.
He throws it downfield, wobbly catch, it's intercepted. Jackson Moore.
And David Perez.
He's going to get all the way to the 50, finds the right sideline. 40, 30, 20. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, David Perez.
Evanston returns 1 year older, stronger, and more experienced. Catch it all on 99.1 The Big Dog with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Red Devil football is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham DDS, Westar Printing, T-Bar S Body Shop, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Hoover Chiropractic, Mountain West Business Solutions, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Jen's Life Photography, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On in Casper, Rocky Mountain Sign, Plains Tire, Bear River Dental, Uinta County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, and by Freeway Tire. And now, Red Devil football fans, sit back, relax, and get ready to scream for your team as we head to the field to join the play-by-play voice of your Evanston Red Devils, ELAN OLLIFF.
Welcome, Red Devil football fans, to another edition of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 and video online at mylocalradio.com. The Evanston Red Devils are in Lander Valley taking on the Tigers. Later on tonight, kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time. First, we need to let you know some changes coming to the program just for tonight. Don't worry. Because of some potential health issues on my part, I am not able to be at the game, but thank you to Mr. Mike Nosey, who is the voice of the Lander Valley Tigers. He will have play-by-play. I will be coming in periodically in and out before the breaks and after the breaks to kind of give you a quick recap. And, of course, we'll get those sponsors in. And it'll just be kind of a fun, unique experience. So take the ride with me on a Friday night. Evanston versus Lander on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action, at least the pregame show, because of some health concerns.
As your local Rico, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer.
Apologies about that. Because of some health concerns, I am not able to actually be at the game in Lander. So a big thank you to Mr. Mike Noseep, voice of the Lander Valley Tigers. He is going to lend us his voice and his play-by-play talent for tonight. I will be still bringing you the pregame show, the halftime show, and, of course, the postgame show. I'll also be coming in and out of breaks with some I guess you could say, color commentary. I guess you could say some short color commentary. Also updating that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. But as you can see on mylocalradio.com, we do have a visual game tracker for you. At all times, you will know who has the ball, what the score is, what quarter we are in, and all the things that you really need to enjoy this game. So thank you so much for tuning in and embarking on this unique journey with us. This is a one-time thing. This is strictly a precaution on the part of the station and myself. We want to make sure that everyone is responsible in doing their part in these crazy times. Let's go ahead and set the scene. The Evanston Red Devils come in after losing to Riverton last Friday night at Wolverine Stadium. Final score 42-14, and that gives them a 1-2 record. For the Tigers, they are, I actually got that wrong. They are 1-1. I actually just saw that not too long ago, so let's go ahead and correct that. 1-1 for the Tigers. Last time they were out, they lost to the now number 1 team in the 3A, the Powell Panthers. Final score, 31-0. So the Powell defense stifled this Lander Valley offense last week. Can the Evanston Red Devils do the same thing? Got a chance to talk with Coach Burton. You'll hear that interview later on. He said that it's going to be the same game plan that they had against Mountain View. That is, cash in on early opportunities and just execute. That is what it looks like here. When we come back, we'll have our Red Devil Roundup segment on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when two roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less traveled. Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome back to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Well, live audio online at mylocalradio.com this time. Going to explain the situation that we have going on here, and that is that because of some potential health concerns, by the way, they are minor, everyone is fine, but we made the decision that it would be best for me not to be at the game tonight. No worries, we will have Mike Noseep, the voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, giving you play-by-play, and then I'll be popping in every once in a while. Real quick, want to give a big thank you to our format sponsors. Of course, those are the ones that would usually get the live reads during the game, and we've got something special for you on the game tracker, I guess we'll call it. Anyway, a big thank you to Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper agency, for sponsoring our touchdowns this year. So every Red Devil touchdown brought to you by Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper agency. And then, of course, First Downs brought to you by Paige, Billy, and Beverly Tannenbaum out of California, the biggest Red Devil fans in the beautiful state of California. And then, of course, we have our quarters brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. They bring you both the first and the fourth quarter. Get all the information you need on this important project at Facebook Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Our second quarter brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. With friendly, knowledgeable staff, you'll always get that Napa know-how at Callis Automotive. And then, of course, we have our just countless main sponsors that what you will see their banners scrolling along the bottom of the screen on mylocalradio.com. A big thank you to them. These broadcasts not possible without those sponsors. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Red Devil Roundup segment where we speak with one of the other coaches of the Evanston Red Devil teams. This week we got a chance to catch up with cross-country coach Ryan Berger. We'll have it when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by Jen's Life Photography. Local photography, whether it's family portraits or senior pictures, capture the moment with Jen's Life Photography. An Evanston local with a Utah number, 801-289-6161. And by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service, and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632. Here with cross-country head coach Ryan Berger. Coach Berger, you guys just went to the Star Valley Invite. Pretty impressive results for the Red Devils on both the boys and girls side. Care to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, we're very happy with our results. Excited for our kids. We got some kids doing some really good things on the boys side. Siler Weaver, he was third overall. He's posted a really good time at this preview meet. It shows that he put a lot of miles in this summer. He's running really, really well. And then the JV boys, I mean, Ryland Worley won it for our JV boys and did really well. So both boys and girls, varsity boys were second, and the boys were JV boys were first. So I'm really pleased with that result. And our girls, Heidi Barton ended up fourth. She had a really, really good day. We're excited for her, kind of getting back in the full swing of things, feeling really, really good, and trying to get all the girls on the same page, feeling really good. When you talk about next man up, Shalise Ellingford, she ran JV for us, and she's been little, and she ended up running a time towards now. She's sixth on the team, but she run it overall in the girls JV, and our girls in the JV went 1, 2, 3, 4, and really, really did a nice job. So I'm really pleased with the depth of our team and how well we're doing there. On the front end, we need to start closing the gap to our top runners. You know, we got to close the gap and get better and closer to Heidi, and then the boys, we got to get better and closer and close that gap towards Siler. So, and we're doing that, and we talked a lot about that, and I feel good right now with what we've done this first third of our season.
Do you anticipate with that depth on the JV squad that you will get a chance to call up those JV members to a varsity meet so they can get that experience?
Well, absolutely. I hope that. I hope those kids do that. We talk about the competition in practice. We lined them up and kind of made them look where they're at right now, and look who's right there by you. And the kids are who do you need to go after? Who do you need to compete against? And we talked about that competition is it's done in practice, and then we do that. Not only do you compete against your teammates, but then you compete against the other teams out there as well, and you position yourself. What do you want for yourself? Because we talked about their personal goals and where do you want to be at the end of the season.
I know you hate singling out certain runners, but has there been anyone this season whose progress has really leapt out to you as that's been impressive?
Oh, wow. It's a great question. And right now, I guess I'll just say in the boys, the obvious choice would be Seiler, but right now it's a sophomore, Hiram Baxter. He's doing really well. He's been real solid. He needs to get faster on some faster courses. We're going to start working speed, and we, hill courses are a little bit harder for him, but he's been doing a really good job. And then the girls, obviously it's Heidi, but right now it's just a solid runner right now for us. Has been real consistent is Lily Williams. I'm very proud of her efforts and what she's really accomplished with her running over the summer. She's really poised to really get focused. She's going to compete to be in that top 10 to be an all-stater at state.
Speaking of state, last year it was at Star Valley where it was a high undulating mountain-style course with a lot of climbs. This year it's in Casper where you anticipate it being a little bit flatter but much, much quicker. What kind of runners will do well this year that might have struggled a little bit in Star Valley last year?
Well, the runner, the first mile, let's just say in the boys, it's going to be about a 4:40. And because it's so fast, it's that runner that can not only stay within that group, the guys that are going to run a 4:40 in that first mile, but they got to maintain that the whole time. It's not easy. Now, your second mile isn't going to be 4:40 on that course, but it's really that first mile is downhill. And it's really deceiving because you think you're going super fast, but the downhill is actually really pushing you to be fast. And that's where we got to work on and really be speed demons. Now, we were planning all summer long to train for a hilly course at Star Valley and knew that was going to be there. And then they changed it right at the beginning of the season, and they split the state. Now, 2A will be somewhere. I don't know where they're going to be. 3A is going to be obviously at Star Valley, and they moved just 4A to split up everything. The 4A will just be at Casper. And we know that course. We've been on it before, so now we got to run faster courses. So we're going to go to Jackson on the 26th. It's going to be a really fast course, not a lot of hills. And then, so we've been really hilly courses now. Now we're going to start working our speed like we've done, the last, a few years ago when we really focused on that speed stuff.
What kind of drills or what kind of work do you guys do in order to change up the focus from a hilly course like Star Valley to a speed course like we'll see at State and Casper?
So on their long runs, we say stay off the hills, keep it more of a flat run. When they go out on the long runs, we still aren't going to change up what our thousands are, but we're going to speed it up just a little bit more. And when we do our tempo runs, our threshold training, that pretty much stays the same, but we can speed it up, and we can shorten. What we do is shorten the rest time, and not make rest time in between intervals so long. We shorten that right up so that they're just wham, quick.
Ryan Berger, Evanston cross country coach, thank you so much for your time. You guys aren't competing this week. You guys will be training this week to get ready for the 26th. Good luck with that, and we'll talk with you soon. Anything else?
No, thanks a lot to everybody for your comments. And as always, hey, go Red Devils.
Big thank you to Coach Ryan Berger for joining us on the pregame show. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our coaches section of the pregame show on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Welcome back to a special First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. ELAN OLLIFF here, just giving you all a heads up because of some potential health issues. The decision was made that I would not go to the game today, that I would not travel to Lander. I don't want anyone to worry. This is all just out of precaution. But while we're here, let's go ahead and talk about our coaches show segment of the pregame show. Coach John Scott is a legend in the Cowboy State when it comes to high school football coaching, with a combined record as a Wyoming high school coach of 113 wins and only 49 losses and 4 state championships, 2 with Kemmer and 2 with 4A Gillette. He came into Lander Valley to take over a team that had gone 2-31 in the 4 seasons before his tenure started. Ever since he got to Lander 3 years ago, they have gone 12-8 and has made the playoffs every year. Last year, blitzing the Eastern Conference, going undefeated and locking up the Eastern Conference #1 seed in the playoffs. We'll have Coach Scott when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
In May of 2019, UNT County School District #1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Lozano Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uinta County School District #1, Pathway to Excellence.
ELAN OLLIFF here with Coach John Scott of the Lander Valley Tigers. Coach Scott, last year you guys really made the jump, only losing 2 games the entire season, both of them to Powell, who, by the way, now is the #1 ranked team in the state in 3A. What was it that helped make that jump?
I think we give inspiration to a lot of teams that go, good gosh, if Lander can do it, we can do it. Because we just don't, we're not, I don't think we give anybody and make anybody awestruck by any means. A year ago, if you'd have said we'd have been 7-2 and a conference champ, I'd have kind of rolled my eyes early in the year. But that football team just really played off each other's strengths, and then most importantly, we got out of the blocks and won games by not turning the ball over. We had a great turnover margin in our favor, and it worked for us. It really did, and we developed confidence as we went along, and didn't overanalyze too much about how we're getting it done. Let's just keep riding it. Coming into this season, I think we tried to set the bar higher. Absolutely, we want to make a deeper run into the playoffs if we can stay healthy. But we're a team of contrast. So week 1 we go to Green River and didn't turn the ball over, and they did, and we were able to capitalize on it. Last week at Powell, it was just the opposite. We gave them short fields and a lot of emotion and motivation, and it spelled a completely different outcome. So hopefully we've seen that and know that that still is kind of the what it's going to take for us to be successful is we have to take care of the ball.
Coach, what is going to be a natural strength of this team in 2020?
We have a solid run game, keeping everybody healthy, and we had a tough time getting that going a year ago, and I really think that we need to run the ball and we have to stop the run. Two important things if you're going to play into the weather conditions we get and whatnot in late October, November. Historically, teams that can do that usually fare fairly well, and And we had a tough time kind of getting going with that a year ago. We felt this year that it could be our strong suit, especially starting a young, inexperienced quarterback who's just a sophomore, and receivers coming in that amongst the returning receivers, there wasn't one catch out of them, a year ago. So we're trying to build on a run game as some of the other parts evolve. Defensively, from year one now to year three, our goal is still to get better as a team in stopping the opponent's run. We know we're giving up some balls over the top, but we still think in the long run we can get better defensively and make a run if we can continue to get better as a pass coverage team, but most importantly, stop the run.
If you could you name maybe 2 or 3 players that you think are going to play big impacts for Lander Valley in the game on Friday?
Well, I think first and foremost, people recognize, the name Jack Sweeney,
Yep.
whether it's from the wrestling mats where he's a returning state champ wrestler at 170, and then he's been a 3-year starter pretty much on both sides of the ball. I don't get to talk to him during the game. It's simple. He never comes off the field. And, he's really going to be a key kid for us because we're trying to find different ways to get him the ball, whether it is on the receiving end, running the ball. Defensively, he's really our catalyst from his safety position. We have a young man that runs the ball, was an all-conference running back a year ago, Eli Massery,
Yep.
who won't be able to play in this game due to an injury that he got in Powell. And so we're going to, have to, I guess on the other side of that is we get an opportunity in a non-conference game to create some depth and to get another young player in there. And in the long run, it could help us. And then up front, we have a returning offensive lineman in Mason Hudson. And, he's a guy that we want to get behind, whether we're pulling him or going straight ahead. And, they come all out of that class of the first 3 kids who all started, as a sophomore. And, those seniors that we're really counting on right now.
You talk about Jack Sweeney, and he's a big name in the state of Wyoming on the wrestling mat, like you mentioned. He knows how to win. Do you think that winning attitude can carry from sport to sport?
Oh, I think absolutely. And it's just because the same effort that he gets it done on the mat, he gets it done on the football field. And if the kid was a basketball player, he would bring those intangibles to the court. And it's just the makeup of Jack. Everything that he's going to do, he does it extremely hard. He's very intelligent, and so he's a great example of that. He's got great hips. He reads things well, and he's a relentless competitor. And I think he's one of those upperclassmen like Eli Massery, and that you want your younger kids to emulate. They don't just do it because they've got some talent. They combine some talent with a great work ethic, and so the more that they can be and keep that competitive edge from sport to sport to sport, absolutely, it transcends from one to the other.
This will be the second time that you've seen Coach Jim Burton and the Evanston Red Devils. What is something that you guys are noticing on film that makes them unique to prepare for?
Well, we have to be so disciplined. We knew a year ago that he was changing into, the double wing option game. And that was quite a contrast to, what Coach Fackrell had done in previous years with the big backs and some of the people that Coach Fack had. And we recognized a year ago that they're in a new system and it takes time. Well, a year later, as we watch them on film, from the reads to what they're doing, it's done with a lot more confidence. It's done like a team would be with another year under their belt doing it. They're doing it very, very well. They've got some. He does a good job. He's mixing a lot of kids around. I think they're pretty resourceful on how they do it. They fit the system to the kid. They might rotate a few quarterbacks. They put kids in positions to make plays. And for us, it's going to be, how disciplined we are to sit on a dive on a quarterback and on a potential perimeter option game. And while doing that, you got to prevent the pass over the top. So, really we have to be disciplined defensively when we play tonight. And then, on the other side of the ball, they got some hungry kids that like to fly downhill and knock off the number one team in Mountain View. And Mountain View is probably as good, as any 3A team. And to do it in the fashion they did, I know they've got a lot more confidence coming in this year than they had a year ago as well.
That's Coach John Scott, head coach for Lander Valley football. Coach Scott, thank you so much for joining us on the pregame show. Thank you for the time, and can't wait to get to Lander on Friday, see that game, and good luck.
Okay. Thanks, Evan. Appreciate it.
Even though because of some health concerns, I am not at the game tonight, and I'm bringing you the pregame show and the postgame show right here in Evanston, as well as the halftime show and some other tidbits along the way. I'm still excited for this game. Evanston, only 2 weeks removed from their first win in a while against Mountain View, a 36-21 victory over the Buffaloes at K. Thackrell Stadium. And it gets the feeling that this game's going to be a good one. When we come back, we'll hear from Evanston coach Jim Burton on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by T-Bar S Body Shop. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call 307-789-2639. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Two weeks ago, the Evanston Red Devils were able to take out the Mountain View Buffaloes, and Coach said it was a matter of execution. Well, it'll take nothing short of that to knock off this John Scott-led Lander Valley Tiger team. And when we come back, we'll hear from Coach Jim Burton of our own Evanston Red Devils on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Here with Evanston head coach Jim Burton. Coach Burton, coming off of the loss to Riverton, what are some lessons that were taken from that experience?
Biggest lesson is that we need to execute, and we need to execute at a high level early on. We also need to make sure we're more mentally prepared. Again, the first quarter, you spot somebody 21 points. That's a mountain to climb.
Moving on to this week against Lander Valley. You have Coach John Scott, who is just known for taking programs and turning them around all over the state. What is a trademark of his teams that you guys are preparing for?
The biggest thing is how physical they are. It doesn't matter what he runs, what they do. They are going to be big. They're going to be strong, and they're going to finish. They're going to finish runs. They're going to finish tackles. They're big and they're physical, and those are John Scott coach teams, big and physical, and they play smart.
Besides those aforementioned techniques that John Scott puts in, looking at film, what is a unique thing that you're noticing about Lander Valley this week?
They've kind of gone a little old school, a double tight, full house backfield. When they're not full house, they actually will run out of I would call it a power I with 2 fullbacks. They will, spread you out and throw it when they need to. End of the half, you see them throwing a little bit, but they're going to smack you in the mouth. It's smash mouth football.
What needs to be done differently this time in order to get the victory over in Lander Valley?
It's going to be really important for our defensive line to beat the blocks up front and beat double teams, make piles, have the linebackers clean up, but the D-line and the linebacking crew have to really play well.
Tell us a little bit about the week you've had in practice, those things you guys are working on that you're progressing on. Are you satisfied with the progress, or do you think there still needs to be a lot more work done?
Obviously, there's always more work to do. I don't know any coach that when you're satisfied, that's usually a bad thing. There's something wrong. But that being said, I think so far this week of practice has been very good, and we've gotten a lot out of it.
Peyton Vernon was a big weapon for you down the stretch in that game against Riverton. We also saw him in Mountain View as well. Do we anticipate him holding a pretty big spot in the lineup?
Yeah, and he's coming off, some history, injuries, some surgery stuff. I mean, he's coming off a lot, and so we're trying to kind of ease him back into the lineup. We don't want to rush him back in, and so that's why you see, a little bit more playing time each week. But as long as he's healthy, yeah, he's going to be a big part of what we do.
A big question on health was 2 games in a row now we've seen Jackson Moore go down and not come back to the quarterback position. Is Jackson okay?
Yeah, he's going to be all right. Again, it's some previous injury stuff that kind of creeps up on him. He also has taken some hits he doesn't need to take. He was starting to do a better job there at Riverton, get out of bounds, get down, that kind of thing. But just realizing that, you've got the first down, live to play another day. I like his attitude. He wants to run people over. He wants to score every play, but he's working on managing those risks.
Jagger Mitchell has come in 2 weeks in a row now at the quarterback spot and has filled in admirably. What can you say about your senior backup quarterback?
Again, he, you say backup quarterback, but he starts everywhere else. So he's going to come in. He's going to play. He's going to play hard. And he gives you a slightly different element. Again, he actually is more shifty than you would think, but he's more of a I'm going to run you over kind of guy. But a really good back, a really good quarterback. But it's nice to have a senior that can step in and run things if something happens.
That being said, are we going to see Jackson starting this week?
That's the plan, but week to week, who knows?
Coach Burton, it's been a fun season thus far. We're thankful to be playing right now. Are the boys feeling that same type of feelings, the same type of gratitude when they're out there on the practice field?
I think they feel that gratitude a little more on Friday nights. On the practice field, they may not be feeling so grateful, but again, it's a big thing with football is it's about preparing you for life, and hard things are going to make you stronger, going to make you a better, person, citizen, all that down the road. And practice should be hard, And that's something that we're going to keep pushing is we're going to do hard things and we're going to make ourselves better.
It's something that Wyoming athletes are used to, but traveling hours on end one way to a game. In a week from this coming Friday, we've got homecoming where we got Green River back in our own stadium. Are the boys looking forward to playing at home?
Oh, homecoming's always a treat. A little different this year with the early start time on homecoming, but again, it's going to be half day of school. All the schools out. We should obviously fill the stands with our capacity that we're allowed to have. But homecoming's always a favorite. And I keep just stressing the boys. Those distractions are going to get in the way. But it's about the football game. I mean, I'm biased. So,
Coach Jim Burton, Evanston Red Devils. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck against Lander. Is there anything else you'd like to cover?
Thanks, Elan. Go Big Red.
Thank you to you, Coach Burton, for joining us on the pregame show once again. We're going to step aside and we come back. We will have our starting lineups and then the kickoff to start the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse for first quarter. Visit Facebook and look up Evanston Community Fieldhouse for all the info on this important project. We'll be right back with it on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515. As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Welcome
here to help
a
you.
First Bank
The number
of
in the
Wyoming
Lander Clinic is
presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com. We are a mere 3 minutes away from kickoff, and we're going to kick it over to Mike Noseep, voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, for tonight's play-by-play. The Evanston Red Devils get ready to take on the Lander Valley Tigers. The reason I'm not able to give you live play-by-play is because there was some minor health concerns that arose with me today, and the decision was made that we're going to be rather safe than sorry, and I am at safely in Evanston. This is strictly precaution. I don't believe there's anything wrong, but we figured it would be the responsible thing to do and the respectful thing to do to the folks in Lander, to the players on both teams, to the coaches on both teams, to just kind of keep me here. So we will have Mike Noseep, voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, providing play-by-play as Evanston and Lander. It's senior night in Lander. Much like the rest of Wyoming, Evanston did it against Mountain View. We had senior night in the home opener. Last time these teams played was back last season. Final score 14-0. Lander Valley won that one. All of the points, however, scored in the first quarter. So right now, Mike Noseep getting ready to bring you the live play-by-play. A big thank you to him as we wait for the go-ahead for kickoff. And it looks like they're going to have about 2 minutes between now and then. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting lineups on both squads. Let's start with Lander Valley's offense, led by sophomore quarterback Stauffenberg, Mr. Brennan Stauffenberg. And then, of course, at the left tackle, you have number 76, Shade. He's a junior. Left tackle, guard, number 72, Hudson. He's a senior. At the center is Cabrales. He's a junior, number 58. The right guard, Beasley, number 64. He's a junior. Right tackle, Rivera. He is a senior, number 73. And then you go to the tight end, George, number 84. That is Justin George. He's a senior. And then you get to the backfield. Now, Lander Valley runs a very, very interesting backfield. I got a chance to watch some film on them. And by the way, don't let that 31-0 score fool you. There were plenty of times that Lander Valley could have gotten into that game against Powell. They run what's called a wing T, meaning they have not one, not two, but three, the trifecta running backs lined up in the backfield. You'll hear Mike Noseep talk about that in a moment. Anyway, his backfield features number 8, Lance Larvey, he's a senior. Number 32, Jack Sweeney. Of course, we talked about him in the pregame show. He's a senior. Number 38, actually, he's not 38 on here. So number 24, Julian Guina, he's a senior. And then, of course, the flanker, number 22, Tiso Guina, he is a junior. On the defensive side, on defensive end, you've got number 87, Robert Cuvapalo, he's a junior. Tackle, number 72, Mason Hudson, he's a junior. Number 58, Cabral is the junior at nose tackle. Number 73, Rivera, the senior at tackle. And Beasley, the junior at end. Linebacking core featuring number 14, Carey, the senior. Number 38, Gina. Of course, that is, as we now know, Julian Gina, the senior. It says 38 on the thing I was given, but it's 24 on the roster. Harris, the sophomore, starts at the slot linebacker position. That's Gabe Harris, 5'9", 145-pound sophomore. LeClaire, number 9, the junior, is a corner. Jack Sweeney, the senior, number 32, is a rover. Lance Larvey, the senior, number 8, is the free safety. And number 22, Tiso Guina, the junior, is the cornerback. Special teams featuring number 37, Matsy Weaver, as both kicker and punter. Let's now introduce you to the Evanston starting lineups. Left tackle, number 73, Regan Hoggett. Left guard, number 56, Mason Erickson. Center, number 59, Pate Burton. Right guard, number 65, Nick Child. Right tackle, number 74, Derek Johnson. And then wide receivers, Cade Frankham and Peyton Cornea. At the running back positions, you'll have Stetson Wiedrick and Quentin Elmer kind of serving as a slot back. And, of course, Jagger Mitchell. Jackson Moore, the junior, starts under center. On the defense for Evanston, Jackson Moore, the junior at corner. Mason Erickson, number 56, the defensive end. Nick Child, number 65, the defensive tackle. He is right next to number 61, Derek Johnson. Defensive end, number 19, Peyton Cornea. And cornerback, opposite end, is number 26, Brandon Van Giesen. Linebacker core, on the strong side, you have Jagger Mitchell. Middle linebacker, Stetson Wiedrick. And the weak side, Riker Case. Strong safety, Cade Frankham. And free safety, Jake Robinette. When this matchup took place about a year ago, as we mentioned, all the points scored on the first quarter. Lander Valley got 43 total plays. Evanston 56. Lander Valley 7 first down. It's Evanston with 10. Evanston did better on penalties as well, and of course by virtue of that, penalty yards. David Baxter started the game, but Jackson Moore, this is where he kind of started to take over a little bit. Goes 4 for 8, 24 yards, a 500 completion percentage, a QB rating of 56, and a long pass of 12. Rushing-wise, you've got Jackson Moore with 15 carries, led the team, got 49 yards, so that was the top on the team as well. Rigdon Wagstaff a year ago led the team at 5 receptions for 35 yards. Evanston shut out, so there was no touchdowns in this one as we are inching ever closer and closer to kickoff. I guess there was some technical difficulties over on Mr. No-Seep's side. As soon as he comes back, we'll get you out to him as the Evanston Red Devils get ready to take on Lander. Let's go ahead and give you some scores from around the state really quick. At the half, Star Valley looking for win number 1 as they lead Rollins 34-8 in the second quarter. Cody over Buffalo 7-0. In the second quarter, Warland over Green River 14-0. First quarter, no score between Jackson and Riverton. The number 1 team in the state and the number 5 team in the state, Powell and Douglas, canceled because of COVID reasons. And then, of course, Evanston at Lander, the late kickoff game in the state tonight. Also, keep an eye on the mylocalradio.com chat room. We'll be fairly active in there. We're also will let you know what has been going on with the Evanston-Natrona volleyball game. We've got John Porter in the stands over in Casper at Natrona High School. He's going to be texting me updates as soon as they come in. Right now, as we just reported, Mike Noseep experiencing technical difficulties over at the stadium. So as soon as he is back from break, we will kick it over to him. Again, because of some minor health concerns about me, we made the decision for me not to go to the game in Lander. So here he is, Mr. Mike Noseep, the voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, providing play-by-play for you tonight.
And Tony, they're getting ready to play the national anthem here as well. So we do have a great connection here, but we are going to have to take another time out here as we do the national anthem here. So we're going to go ahead.
All right, it sounds like they're going to be taking a timeout, and we might as well get our first break of the first quarter in as well. This first quarter brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Look up all the information you need on this important project at Facebook, Evanston Community Fieldhouse. We'll get started on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and My Local Radio after this.
A yes vote for the Fieldhouse Initiative on November 3rd benefits Evanston, plus makes a huge difference in the lives of Evanston High School students. Teams won't have to practice in the snow. They can run on a track instead of through the halls, and with more space, practice times can be adjusted. A yes vote November 3rd gives Evanston a place to host tournaments and other special events that generate revenue for our economy. Vote yes for the Fieldhouse Initiative November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse.
The first quarter brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Just a real quick reminder, first downs for 2020 brought to you by Paige, Billy, and Beverly Tannenbaum, out the biggest Evanston Red Devil fans in the great state of California. And touchdowns this year brought to you by Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency. Waiting for the broadcast to get back from break, and then we'll get you back out to Mr. Mike Noseep, voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, as he was mentioning right before break that they are doing the national anthem right now. For those of you just joining us, there were some minor health concerns on my part for me. Not I brought them up, but I was feeling a little under the weather, and the decision was made that in respect to Lander Valley, in respect to the school, in respect to the kids, in respect to the coaches, to anyone I would be around, the decision was made that I should not make the trip. So Mr. Noseep has been kind enough to give us his radio feed over in Lander Valley, and he'll be providing play-by-play for you today. As soon as he comes back, we'll be kicking it over to you guys. So in the meantime, we're going to go. Actually, we'll keep it here because I don't want to go into break and then in the middle of the break, him come back. Let's go ahead and check in on the My Local Radio chat room. Please join us on there, as I will be more active there than I have tonight than I have all year. Real quick, let's explain what you're seeing on mylocalradio.com. This is kind of like the NFL game tracker. You will know where the ball is, who has it at all times. Mike Noseep is back, and we're taking you back to Lander on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
Powell, Tony, and which drops our Tigers out of the top 5. Douglas replaces us from the east side, but what a better team to maybe try to get back on track here than this Evanston Red Devils team.
You know, I certainly hope so. Last week, the Red Devils got handled pretty good by Riverton. So we'll see how we match up with them.
So as we mentioned, Eli Masry will not be starting tonight. He is injured, so unfortunately that drops him out of the starting lineups for the Tigers. So what we'll have is we'll see, as Coach mentioned, next man up, which is going to be either Zach Larvey or Matisse Weaver. I think we'll see a big dose of Zach tonight.
You know, I think we'll see Zach, and I think Julian Glenn is going to get some touches tonight as well.
Yeah, Julian thought we might have had without him this week as well, but fortunately enough for Julian, he is healthy. He is playing tonight. Just a little bit of a cramp issue. I talked to his father a little bit earlier today, and he mentioned that he is 100% today. So the Tigers won the toss.
The Tigers lost the toss.
They lost the toss.
And the Red Devils deferred. We're receiving, defending the south end zone tonight.
So as we try to get some of this stuff pulled up here. So again, the Tigers 2-1 overall. The Red Devils 1-2. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the pregame interview with head coach John Scott, but in that interview, Coach Scott mentioned that this team played a Ben Lamont team out of Utah, probably what you would kind of consider a 5A team coming out of that one. So it's going to be interesting in this one. So starting at left tackle, where Shade will start at left tackle, Hudson will be at left guard, Cabrialis will start at center, Beasley at right guard, Rivera will start at right tackle. George will be the tight end tonight. Lance Larvey, will be at split end, the XY, or the X receiver. The flanker, the Z receiver, will be Tissot Gwynna. Jack Sweeney will entertain Julian Gwynna in the backfield as well. And, of course, that Tigers starting quarterback is going to be Brennan Stauffenberg. Feet up. Evanston will get it, and they're going to pooch it down to about the 30. It's going to be taken there by the Tigers, returned to about the 36, 37-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will start first down, 1st and 10 on the 37. And we'll see what this Tiger offense can do against this Evanston Red Devil defense. I think some of our... Go ahead, Tony.
Oh, go ahead. You know, it looks like, Mike, we're going to come out on a little more spread offense. Last week we did a lot of double tight sets. This week we're coming out spread. We got one split out wide on each side and two in the backfield.
So the I backfield there for Stauffenberg. He'll take the snap. Second man through is Sweeney. He's got some room on the left side. He's going to break one. He's going to go to the 45, the 50, the 45, down to the 40, down to the 35, the 30. He may go all the way now. He's going to be talked out of bounds around the 20-yard line. So a great run start for the Lander Tigers here as they pick up big yardage on first down.
Yeah, Sweeney got about 20 yards downfield, and he broke right through that tackle at number 44 for another about 10 yards after the broken tackle.
So we're going to go ahead and give Jack 43 on that first carry. So what a start for the Tigers. That'll give them a new set of downs, 1st and 10 on their Evanston 20. Stauffenberg with the I formation behind him. Sweeney and Gwynna. He'll hand off to Jack again. Jack's unfortunately going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. Maybe have gotten one. They're going to give him one.
Yeah, they were trying to run that off the tight end and he got met right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, that left side of the offensive line on that last play absolutely picked up a hole that I probably could have ran through. And I can't run anymore. So 11-17 here on the Brentley Home scoreboard here. 0-0 your score. Tigers marching down in the red zone of Evanston Red Devils. Stauffenberg will have two split on either side. I formation in the backfield. He'll take the under center. He'll take the snap. He'll pitch to Sweeney. Sweeney around the left side. Finds a little bit of room. Maybe have gotten down to about the 20. We're going to say, what about the 20?
20.
We'll say the
about
14,
the 16-yard line.
16.
Yeah, Coach it looks like he has an entirely different game plan for this game.
Yeah, it is. He is.
Last week we lined up against Powell and we tried to be a power team against them, from the get-go, and it didn't really work out for us very well against Powell.
No, it did not. So this should bring up 2nd down and 6.
Trips right.
Trips to the right. Stauffenberg will be in the gun. Drops the pass, looks to his right, and he'll have Gwynna wide open. Tissot, he's going to get all the way down to about the 8-yard line, close to a first down. Actually, no, he will have the first. So it'll be 1st and goal, Tigers.
Yeah, they're spotting that ball on about the 7-yard line.
So Gwynna with the 9-yard reception and a great start for Brennan Stauffenberg in the air.
So we're bringing in a little different personnel here. We're going to go 3 backs.
We'll have a full house backfield under Stauffenberg. 1st and goal here. He'll pitch to Jack Sweeney. Sweeney around the left side. Gets close to a Tiger touchdown, but no, he'll be down at the 1. So
yeah, he was met at about the 4-yard line and drove for another 2-3 yards after that first contact.
That'll be a 6-yard gain for Jack there. Already a great start for Sweeney. So that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 1 for the Tigers. Full house backfield. Gwynna looks like Matisse Weaver and Sweeney behind Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg under center. He'll take the snap, hand to Sweeney. Sweeney across the left-hand side. Tiger Green into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. 1-yard plunge by Jack Sweeney at the 9:28 mark of the first quarter, and what a great start for the Tigers.
That was a great first drive. That first run didn't hurt, of course, but after that we marched the ball down.
So Matisse Weaver will set up for the extra point. Snap is clean, hold is clean, and Matisse will drive it through for the extra point. So 7-0 your score here. 9:28 left here in the first quarter on the Brentley home scoreboard. Tigers up 7-0. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Lander Tiger Football 13.
Well, the Lander Tigers strike first on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with 9:28 remaining in the Evanston committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse first quarter. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Evanston will get their first crack at it on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and My Local Radio.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Welcome back to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com. Red Devils get their first crack after a Jack Sweeney 1-yard run puts the Lander Valley Tigers up 7-0. Let's go to Mike Noseep in Lander Valley.
See what the Evanston offense has. They are led by Jackson.
My understanding
Jackson
is
Moore.
The quarterback is going to be Jackson Moore. And I think their leading running back is going to be Jagger Mitchell.
Thank you to Elan over at the Evanston side there. So we're going to see Moore in the gun. He'll have Jagger right, or Mitchell behind him. He'll be in the gun. One in formation.
Stetson Weidrich in motion.
Going to hand that off around the right side there. It goes to Mitchell, and he'll maybe gain a yard. I think they're going to give him 2.
You know, they're lining Stetson Weidrich up in the slot, but it's more, has kind of a wingback feel to it.
Yeah. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Red Devils. So they break the huddle here. They like to run a lot of shotgun formation as they're going to flip-flop either side here. Number 44 is going to come down to the broadside here. Keith Frankham, one of their studs as well. Moore was going to take the snap. He'll fake to Frankham.
The ball's on the ground.
And the Tigers are going to recover.
Looks like Mason Hudson with the recovery.
So the luck gods are in Tiger favor tonight here in Bill Bush Stadium as they're going to recover the fumble around the, we're going to say, there's some talk on the field now.
You know, that was on the, it looked like a jet sweep type play. And the ball popped out on the exchange.
So their Tigers will take over on the, they're going to say that was an incomplete pass.
They're calling it incomplete, but it was clearly on the exchange between the jet sweep, the guy in the slot, and the quarterback.
Yeah, the exchange from Moore to Frankham.
Now there's a little confusion. We had our offensive line up on the field and had to race our defense back out.
So that'll bring up 3rd down here, and we're going to see a Tiger timeout here. So we're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Lander Tiger Football.
Big thank you to Mike Noseep for giving us the feed tonight. For those of you just joining us, again, because of a minor health concern with me, I was feeling under the weather. The decision was made out of respect for Lander Valley, out of respect for the players, out of respect for the coaches, and anyone that I might have come in contact with, that I would not go to the game. Mr. Noseep, voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, was nice enough to let us have his feed. As you just heard, Evanston gets a break. What appeared to be a fumbles and incomplete pass. Back to Mr. Noseep in Lander Valley.
The first thing you see are the daily and monthly True Value incredible money saving specials. They're at 2nd and Lincoln in Lander. As I mentioned, we'd like to thank the Evanston listenership over there in Evanston as they are listening into our live feed. Fortunately, their play-by-play guy fell ill, so they're going to listen to us. So
Tiger defense on the field. Red Devils got, I think, a gift there. That was,
and they're going to give it to. That's going to be Mitchell around the right side there. He may have gotten 4. But that's going to bring up 4th down for the Red Devils.
Yeah, I think on that, what we thought was a fumble, I think they're calling that a shovel pass. And I've never seen anybody do a shovel pass on a jet sweep.
Yeah. So they're going to give him 5, actually, on the run for Mitchell. But that's still going to bring up 4th down and 4 for the Red Devils, and they'll set back into their punt formation. So either way, Tony, it works out here. The Tigers will get the ball back here around inside the 7-minute mark. And now it's a bad snap. He barely gets the punt away. Fair catch called for, and it's going to be fumbled there by the Tigers, but it looks like we got on top of the ball there.
Yeah, it looks like we covered it. Connor Carey called for the fair catch, and then he muffed.
So that's a 45-yard line the Tigers will take over. So they'll take over in Evanston Red Devil territory, and we'll see what the second series of plays brings in for the Lander Tigers. As Tony mentioned, they started out in an I formation. Usually we see that triple back formation, but maybe a little bit different with Eli out this week.
It looks like the personnel we have in there, we're going to go spread again.
So 7:43 left here in the first quarter here. Tigers 7, Red Devils nothing. And we're going to have trips right, split to the right. Jack Sweeney in the slot. Stauffenberg will be in the gun. Gets the snap, and he's going to hand off to Julian Gwynna. And Gwynna squirts forward for maybe 3. That will bring up 2nd and 7.
You know, had he been able to break that tackle, I think he'd had some room to run.
You know, and Coach Scott had talked before the contest, Tony, about they're going to keep hitting, and hopefully they're going to pop one of these long runs as we saw with Jack earlier, and maybe that's just something that we're looking at right now. So,
you know, Julian's one of those dynamic players, too. A couple years ago, he played for Wind River, and he was a stud.
He was
running back for them, and since he transferred to Lander, he's been just kind of right in the mix.
So, again, we're going to see the same formation, trips right, Tissel, Gwynna, Connor Carey, and where's that Lance?
It'll be Lance in the slot.
Stauffenberg will take the snap, surveys the field, and he's going to be picked off. That's going to be picked off by Mitchell. Mitchell returns it down to the 20, to the 15, or down to the 20, the 15, the 10, might have been drug out of bounds.
Chased down by Brendan Stauffenberg.
And he will be brought down about we're going to say the 7-yard line. So, not a play that we needed.
You know, I think that was another one of those situations where he had his mind made up ahead of time, and that Red Devil defensive back just read it and stepped right in front.
So that'll bring up 1st and goal for the Evanston Red Devils on the Tigers 7, and they're looking to even up the score here. 7-0 your score, 6:40 left here on the Brentley Home scoreboard here in the first quarter. Moore under center. Now he'll pull it. Pitches to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to be met almost at the goal line. He'll get down to about the 1.
You know, this is a little tricky. They run a little triple option right there. They faked the dive and then went right into option right.
So they're reading that defensive end, and if he dives down, they're going to pull it and pitch it. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 1 at the 1. 2nd and goal at the 1 for the Red Devils.
At the high school level, I'm a big fan of triple option. I think if they run it effectively, it's pretty hard to defend.
Moore will have Weidrich and Mitchell on there, and he's going to take it in.
Ball come loose. I think he got it back.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
So that was Peyton Vernon with the carry. He's the fullback today, and he dove forward for about a yard, and as he stretched out, he dang near coughed up the ball.
So 3rd and 1 as Moore will settle in under center. He'll have Peyton in the back with him along with Mitchell, and he's going to give it to the big man. No, he's going to pull it. Now he's going to throw the ball, and the Evanston Red Devils are going to score off of a fake handoff and throw.
Yeah, that's that triple option play, and everybody bit on the fullback.
So Jackson Moore is going to complete his first pass, and who did that go to? Oh, that went to Mitchell. So Jagger Mitchell pulls in the 1-yard touchdown reception at the 5:25 mark of the first quarter.
Up until the last minute or so, the Tigers were definitely in control of this game. One turnover. The Red Devils are capitalized on it, and we got a tie ball game.
So at the 5:25 mark of the first quarter here on the Brentley Home scoreboard, Tigers 7, Red Devils 7 as well. We're going to step away for a 30-second break. You're listening to Lander Tiger Football, 1330-1077 KOVE.
We've got all our Bills caught up, and Jagger Mitchell with a 1-yard touchdown reception ties the game up. Beautiful play. I mean, the description sounded like it was one of those things that we've seen Evanston do so often, where Jackson hands it off, tucks it, and then sees moves like Jagger standing in the end zone. Touchdown Red Devils off of the 1-yard pass. And the Red Devils have tied Lander. We'll go back to Mr. Noseep in Lander.
And Red Devils all knotted at 7 apiece. As Tony and I were mentioning, the kind of maybe just a read, like coming out of the pass there, just kind of maybe a pre-read, not really surveying the field much.
Yeah, we were discussing the interception by the Tigers, and man, I think he just come from under center and made up his mind before he saw what the receiver was doing.
So we're going to have Jack Sweeney and Tissot Gwynna deep for the Tigers. Again, Brentley Homes selling champion modular homes from their location on South Federal Boulevard in Riverton. The ball's going to be kicked out of bounds, so that's going to be a penalty. The Tigers will get the ball at the 35-yard line.
You know, I'm not exactly sure why this team is squib kicking like that.
I don't either. We haven't proved a whole lot in the return game in the first 3 games, so it's kind of baffling to me as well.
So they're conceding good field position.
So Stauffenberg will have his third series here. 5:20 left here in the first quarter on the Brentley Home scoreboard. 7-7 your score. And he'll break the huddle. He's going to have Jack Sweeney and Julian Gwynna behind him. Tissot Gwynna split out wide to the right, and Lance Larby wide to the left.
I formation.
Stauffenberg under center. He'll take it. Second man through is Sweeney. Sweeney's got some room around the left side, and he's going to get going again. He's down to the 45, down to the 50, 45, 40. He's going to go all the way down to possibly the 20 and pushed out of bounds again at the 20.
Yeah. You know, he's finally got a little open field to run, and last week he didn't quite get going. He never did quite get open field to run in, and, man, you can really see what he does when given the opportunity.
So he's got a run of 43, and this one will give him 41 for a Tiger first down out there. Thinking he's going to say he stepped out about the 24-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 24 for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're letting Jack come out and get a breather.
He needs one. We'll see who they replace him with in the backfield. It's going to be Zach Larvey along with Matisse Weaver in the backfield, I formation. Again, Gwynna and Lance Larvey split wide to the left, wide to the right. Stauffenberg under center at the 5:08 mark. He's going to hand off to Matisse Weaver. Matisse finds some room across the right-hand side there for maybe a yard. So Matisse Weaver getting his first carry for 1 yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. Tell you what, this is the start that Coach Scott had wanted. Again, like I mentioned, he talked about the big hitter, and they've gotten 2 of them.
So, Mike, we're having some personnel changes here. I think we're maybe going double tight here.
Possibly that 3-back formation.
I think Justin George is in. I think he typically plays tight end.
Justin George getting the starting nod tonight over Kuvapolu. So we're going to see double tight, 2-back formation for Stauffenberg, and he'll be under center. Going to hand off to Matisse Weaver. Matisse is going to be met at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Kind of an interesting play there. They had Sweeney lined up at a wing on this right side, and I think they were trying to run off of Sweeney.
So actually, the first two plays were no gains. They're going to say Weaver did not gain a yard on that first one, so we're back to 3rd and 10. So again, that triple formation backfield for Stauffenberg. 3rd and 10, under center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to Jack. Jack's got some room around the left side. If he can beat the defender, no, they drug him down about the 19-yard line.
It's going to be at the 19-yard line. I think it'd be a long field goal, but Weaver has the leg for it.
Yeah, he does. So they're going to give Sweeney 5 on that one, so that's going to bring up 4th down and 5.
Should be about a 36-yard field goal if they try the field goal here. Yep.
And that's what they're going to do. So, yeah.
Is that math correctly?
29, 37. 37-yard field goal. 36. So Matisse Weaver will have it. 36-yard field goal, hash mark left at the 3:03 mark here on the Brentley Home scoreboard. Snap is back, kick is up, and it looks good. It is good.
So we said 36 yards, and he kicked that ball to the track. So he kicked it a good 20 yards past that.
So at the 2:55 mark of the first quarter here, the Tigers regain the lead on a 36-yard field goal by Matisse Weaver. We're going to step away for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Lander Tiger Football, 1330, 1077 KOVE.
The Evanston Red Devils get a Farmers Insurance Jeff Piper agency touchdown to tie the game, and then Lander comes back and responds with the 36-yard field goal from Matisse Weaver. And now we are at 10-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lander leads with 3:03 remaining in the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse first quarter. Big thank you to Mike Noseep, voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, for giving us his feed as we were not able to attend because of health concerns. Let's go ahead and kick it back to Mr. Noseep.
Source Realty. Want to buy or sell? Call Amber about residential, commercial, or agricultural properties at 330-7100 or see you at the Home Source Realty office in Lander at 1632 Main Street. Tony, as you mentioned, we got all the way down almost inside the red zone there at the 24-yard line, and like you said, we just kind of sputtered there.
You know, he tried a few different things. He had some different personnel in. With Eli out of there, I think that slows down our power game a little bit. He also has Zach that's not running in that 3-back set very often, which seems to help us in the power game as well. So it was just kind of interesting that we didn't jam that ball home.
So we'll have Cade Frankum back deep, and the ball's going to be kicked in the back, into the end zone for a touchback. So a big play by the Red Devils here, and then a big play by the Tigers, and now we're on the Tigers with the 10-7 lead. Mitchell with the huge run. We're going to see Moore. He's going to hand off to Mitchell. Wow, Mitchell was met there by Jack Sweeney, but that's going to give Mitchell 8 on the carry.
That'll be close to a first down. I think they're going to mark it just short. Actually, that might be a first down.
So they're going to give Mitchell the first down. So great running by Jagger.
Yeah, that time Jagger was able to get outside.
So 2:20 left here in the first quarter here. Moore will be in the shotgun. Got one in motion. He's going to hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to be met there at the line of scrimmage and may have been dropped for no gain, and he will be.
Yeah, he ran into Jaden Rivera.
They had sent Cooper Morrow in formation that time, so now we got some personnel changes. Under 2 minutes now here in the first quarter. 10-7 your score. Tigers up on top off of a 36-yard Matisse Weaver field goal.
Yeah, this triple option offense that Evanston's run has been pretty effective so far.
So Moore fakes the handoff, and he'll get the ball completed down to
That's
going to be
Cooper
Moore.
Cade Frankham, number 44.
Cade Frankham. So Frankham will pick up the first down on a 12-yard pass.
Yeah, I think Frankham is their leading receiver.
So that'll bring up first down on the 43 for the Red Devils, and the Tigers had an opportunity there to maybe bring up a third down. Couldn't get the stop there. So, again, Moore will play out of the shotgun for split, and they're going to be met is going to be Moore. Actually, that's going to be Mitchell, and he's going to lose, looks like 2, right?
Short loss, maybe 1.
We'll say 1. And Julian Gwynna in on the tackle. So we're at the 105 mark here, the Bentley Home scoreboard, 10-7 your score. Tigers on top here, but the Evanston Red Devils looking to march, maybe take the lead here. Now we're under a minute. So again, tight formation
here.
A little
different formation. This looks like a wing T.
And they're going to send Weidrich in motion. Moore's going to get the ball, deep ball down, and he's going to complete it. Did they say he completed it? And they said he completes it.
I think this other ref on this other side, well, he's not going to say nothing about it, but to me that was clearly a skip.
So he completes the ball to the 35, and who was that to? I think that was to Cooper Moore.
I don't know, but everybody on this Lander side was thinking it was a skip too.
So 24-yard completion from Moore. I think that was Cooper Morrow. So 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line for the Red Devils. Now it looks like we're going to have a timeout.
I think there's a procedure penalty, and I think it was how the center shifted the ball that time.
You know, he had a little bit of an issue with that a couple weeks ago, I believe, in Green River. So that'll bring up 1st and 15. We're at the 15-second mark here in the first quarter of the Bentley Home
long
scoreboard.
Reception, aside from the skip, it was broken coverage, too. There was nobody within 5 or 10 yards of that receiver. Not sure exactly what happened there, but he was wide open. And it was just a poorly thrown ball. But
that's going to do it for the first quarter here. So at the end of 1 here at Bill Bush Stadium, Tigers 10, Red Devils 7. We're going to step away for a 30-second timeout. You're listening.
Red Devils starting to march down the field. Great passing by Jackson Moore. And the Red Devils passing game is working. After the penalty, it's 1st and 15 from about the 40 as far as I can tell. That is the end of the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse first quarter. Find out all of the information you need on this important project on Facebook at Evanston Community Fieldhouse. We'll be right back after this with the Callis Automotive second quarter on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com. Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today. Rebels marching down the field and threatening Lander in their own stadium. They currently trail 10-7 going into the Callis Automotive second quarter. Big thank you to Mike Noseep for helping us out by giving us the feed, the play-by-play feed. And we'll get it back to Mr. Noseep.
Vernon's going to lose a whole bunch of yardage on that. Actually, he's going to probably lose about, he's probably going to lose about 1.
Yeah, that was a little peculiar choice in who they were pitching it to there. Typically, they run outside with Jagger Mitchell, and instead they gave it on the sweep to their fullback.
Yeah. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 16 from the 40-yard line. It should be the 41-yard line. The Tigers' 42-yard line. 42. So they'll break the huddle here. Moore again in the gun.
They got Vernon in the backfield again. Their lone back.
So Moore will take the snap, surveying the field. He's going to take the deep fly ball out here to, that's going to be number 44, Cade Frankham, but overthrows him by about a yard. So incomplete pass, and I'll tell you what, good defense on the Tiger.
You know, it was that Frankham has got some speed. He does.
And he's a big kid. He is not a small guy.
I would guess Tissot Gwynna lines up at about 5'9", 5'10", and Frankham has got to be a good 4 to 6 inches taller.
I think you're probably stretching that one, Tony. I'm going to see maybe 5'7", 5'8". That'll bring up 3rd and 17 for the Red Devils here. Moore in the shotgun. He's going to step back looking for the screen, and it's going to be picked up by the Tigers, and they're going to return it down to the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Tiger Green into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Is that Jeremiah Beasley?
That looks like Jeremiah Beasley with the pick 6, and the Tigers go up 16-7 here at the 10:54 mark of the second quarter.
You know, that on that defensive set there, he sent both the middle linebackers, and they had serious pressure on the quarterback there.
They were looking to set up the screen, and I'll tell you what, he read that perfectly.
You know, I think that quarterback just wasn't ready for the pressure, and he just was doing whatever he could to get rid of the ball.
So that's going to be that was the 42, so that's going to be a 42-yard touchdown return.
I think it's going to even be further than that. They were on the Tigers side of the field here.
Yeah, they
maybe about around the 45.
No, they were on the 42, so Weaver will punch the extra point through.
Mistake by Jackson Moore leads to a Tiger pick 6, and it's 17-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the Callis Automotive second quarter. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer with a friendly, knowledgeable staff. You'll always get that Napa know-how at Callis Automotive. Let's go ahead and go back to Mike Noseep in Lander.
Timeout. You're listening to Lander.
Or not. He's going to take a timeout, and we will as well. 17-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the Callis Automotive second quarter on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com.
Well, the Red Devils get the ball back after a 42-yard pick 6 by Lander. Evanston needs to respond, and they need to do it soon. We are going back to Lander for the remainder of the Callis Automotive second quarter on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football. 17-7, Lander Valley on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
Put that through the uprights there. That's the kind of leg that Matisse carries over there with him. So 10:50 left here in the first half on the Brentley Home scoreboard. 17-7 your score. Evanston will have the ball back. And as you mentioned, Tony, he was under a ton of pressure, and I don't think he even saw Beasley. The big man, those are the gifts that us big men, us defensive linemen absolutely love. So we'll see what they have here as now Moore will be under center. He'll have Mitchell in the backfield with him. In motion goes Peyton Vernon.
He right up the middle for about 2 or 3 yards, maybe. We'll give him 3. I think they're giving him 4 yards on that. 4.
So Mitchell will get 4 on the first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line. Moore will be under center again. Who do they have in the backfield there? That's going to be Cooper Morrow. Looks like they're going to hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell all around the left side, and he's going to pick up the first down a little bit more. Actually, no, they're going to say first down yardage about the 30. So that should be good enough for the first. That will be
Jagger Mitchell. Yeah, he runs hard. He's a stout kid.
I'm trying to figure out who their fullback is. He is a big individual, whoever their fullback is.
You know, they've been running 25, Peyton Vernon at fullback.
Yeah, that is Peyton Vernon out there. So Cooper Morrill, or actually this is going to be Cade Frankham here, split wide to the right. Vernon at fullback, and he's going to get the ball, and he's going to be stuffed there at the line of scrimmage by the Tiger defense. No gain. Mason Hudson and a crew out there in front. So that'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, it looked like Mason Hudson and Julian Gwynne on that tackle. No gain.
Vernon Peyton Vernon.
Peyton Vernon, the fullback, number 25.
So that'll bring up second and 10 at the 9:18 mark on the Brentley home scoreboard. And now they're going to run option here. They're going to pitch back to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to meet a host of Tigers here. May have gotten 5.
He was met by the Gwynne brothers, Tissot and Julian Gwynne, both in on that tackle for about maybe an 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain.
Stop by the Gwynnes as well as
as we hear Coach is telling us the Gwynnes. So that'll bring up about 3rd and 3. They're going to give him 7 on the carry. 3rd and 3 on the 43-yard line for the Red Devils.
We got a little different set here. I think we're in wing T here.
Wing T in formation.
Little rocket motion.
Quentin Elmer. Now they're going to pitch to him, and the Tigers are going to be right there. Oh, but he's going to break free for the first down. The host of Tigers had him in the backfield, but he squirted through the tackles and picked up the first.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who that was on that side, whether that was Justin George or Connor Carey. One of them had him for a loss, and he was able to break the tackle.
So that'll bring up 6 that he carried for, and I think that was... So I bring up 1st and 10 here. Now they're back into the option, and the Tigers are going to stuff it right there as Moore. He's going to lose about 3 on the carry there as he did not have anybody to pitch to.
Yeah, that was actually, I see his number now. That's Gabe Harris on that outside linebacker on the far side of the field.
Gabe has been playing outstanding for the Tigers as of late. So that'll bring up 2nd and 13 for Moore. And the Evanston Red Devils at the 7:50 mark of the Brentley home scoreboard. Again, 17-7 your score. Tigers on top here. First home game of the season. They break the formation. Moore will be under center. He'll have Mitchell behind him. Host of receivers on either side. Again, they're going to do the inside draw there, and there's going to be a flag. Might have a face mask on this. That's going to be Perez.
Not sure what the call is going to be. It looked like Connor Carey in on that tackle.
But they're going to say holding on the Evanston Red Devils, so that's going to bring the ball back.
These Red Devils, I like their offense here. They're going back and forth between wing T, a double wing formation, and that triple option. And, man, you really got to pay attention, and you really got to be mindful of your responsibilities on defense. You know, if you get caught out of position, they'll break a big play on you here.
So from the 34-yard line, that's going to bring up that 2nd and 20? About 2nd and 20. Moore will take it. He'll fake the handoff, and now he's under pressure, and they're going to bring him down, and that's going to be, I think, Beasley again. Or
Justin George.
Justin George with the sack.
The senior, Justin George. I think he's coming off that defensive end position.
So they'll drop him back to about the 23-yard line for a loss of 11. So Jackson Moore going backwards, and the Evanston Red Devils now with a 3rd and 30 at their own 23-yard line.
Now defensively, the Tigers are mixing things up a little bit better, bringing pressure from a few different spots that we haven't normally been this year.
Got 2 stacked on either side. We're going to see one in motion, and Moore's going to fake the handoff. Actually, he's going to give it to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to be stuck there at the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1 for Jagger Mitchell. Great defensive stand for the Tigers. That'll bring up 4th down and 31.
Jack Sweeney dropping back for the punt.
So this should give the Tigers great field position. And again, that snap on the last punt, Tony, was a little shaky. We'll see what happens on this one. So 6 minutes left here in the first quarter, and the Brentley home scoreboard, 17-7 your score. Tigers on top. Now they're going to get the ball.
So we have Jack drop back about 40 yards, and then they have Connor Carey about 25, 30 yards.
Ooh, Jack's going to let that bounce over his head. I don't know if he should field this or not, and he will, and he's going to take it about the 20. Should not have fielded that. Maybe it just left it there. He'll get up to about the 23-yard line.
You know, and he wasn't able to play that punt off the bounce. No, it was just a bad situation. There was really nothing right for him to do there.
So that was a great punt.
You can't let it roll all the way down by the end zone, and you probably shouldn't pick it up and run with it because you risk a turnover. So
that's going to be a 54-yard punt for Evanston. Now they're going to say, I didn't see what the call was.
There is a flag on the play. Personal foul.
They're going to say personal foul, blocking the back on the Tigers.
On the Tigers.
So it's going to move the Tigers back to maybe the 5-yard line, somewhere in there? No?
That should be about the
12-yard line,
about 13? The 12, the 13. Yeah, you're right, the 13. No, actually, it should be longer because that's a personal foul, so it should be 15. But they're going to say the 13.
So we're going to have a 3-back set, double tight.
Stauffenberg will get it. He'll pitch out to Jack Sweeney. Jack all the way up into the middle there. Scorch forward for maybe a gain of 4. Yeah, they're going to give him 4 up to the 18. Or 5 yards, excuse me, for Jack Sweeney. So his first carry of the second quarter will bring up 2nd and 5.
You know, we're doing pretty good tonight when, that play looked not very effective, and we still gained 5 yards on it.
Yeah. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5 on the 19.
Still in that double tight end set.
Stauffenberg will take the snap. He'll hand it to, looks like Jack Sweeney again, and Jack's going to fight forward for a first down.
That'll be close.
And let's see if they give it to him. They will give it to him, so Jack picks up 5 on that one. So another first down for the Tigers. That gives them 4 first downs on the game, but with the 17-7 score, so that'll bring up,
is that right? That's really
4 first downs. So 1st and 10 on the 23 for the Tigers, and the Tigers marching here. I'd like to see another, maybe a 4-minute drive here, 3-minute drive, and take a lot of time off that. Stauffenberg will hand to Jack Sweeney again. Jack sharing the most of the load here for the Tigers. They're going to give him 3.
Pretty methodical drive so far.
I would like to see this drive just stay like this all the way down and maybe punch one in, go up 24-7 before the half here. So again, we see Connor Carey on the sidelines here, getting a little bit of a rest here.
You know, and something, Mike, that we haven't seen another pass play since that interception.
Exactly. So now we're going to have we're going to have the power I formation for Stauffenberg. He's going to get the pitch out to Matisse Weaver. Matisse finds a little bit of room, and Matisse is going to pick up the first down. So give him
a 12-yard gain.
9-yard gain? 9-yard gain for Matisse. And that'll bring up another Tiger first down. So they'll pick up the first down all the way down to the 35-yard line. Again, 3 formation in the backfield. That's going to be Gwynna, Jack Sweeney, Matisse Weaver. Stauffenberg under center. He'll take the snap, and there's going to be a false start for the Tigers, so that'll drop him back 5. Right tackle again. We mentioned the tackles don't get a whole lot of love unless they're doing pick 6 or they're getting the flag pulled on them. So
the bad part about this, the Tigers should be dominating this game so far. The Red Devils scored a touchdown right off of that interception, and then we're letting them hang around a little bit by some silly errors and penalties. So I'd like to thank our listenership again. They're joining in on our live feed.
due to their play-by-play guy not here, but Jack Sweeney's going to get the ball, and he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Pretty good cut back for a 5-yard gain.
Ball, gain 4 yards. Initial hit by.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10, or 3rd and 10. Should be 2nd and 10. From the 35, and a bunch of whistles out there.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout, Red Devils. We're going to take it as well. Red Devils trail 17-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the Callis Automotive second quarter. Remember, Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer with a friendly, knowledgeable staff. You'll always get that Napa know-how at Callis Automotive. We'll be right back with the rest of the Callis Automotive second quarter after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Jack Sweeney in the slot. Larvey split wide to the left, and Stauffenberger's going to throw. And he's going to incomplete pass as Sweeney could not pull that in.
He looked that way the whole time, and on this side of the field we had a 2-on-1 situation where we had number 4, their quarterback, Jackson Moore, trying to cover 2 guys by himself.
And that was that same pass play that he was picked on earlier in the game there.
Right.
So that'll bring up Matisse Weaver. He's also the punter as well. That'll be dropped back. Who is that? That's going to be
Frankham.
Creed Frankham deep about his 30-yard line. Tigers get the snap back to Matisse. Matisse will put the boot to it. Nice end over end spiral. And now there's going to be a muff punt. The Tigers. Looks like Mara Frankham got back on it.
The Tigers dove on the ball. Jace LeClaire had a good shot at that ball, and he punched it forward right back to the Red Devil.
So the Red Devils, with a little bit of luck there, will get the ball back at the 140 mark of the first half here on their own 33-yard line. And let's see what this Red Devil offense can do here with 140 left.
Got big Mason Hudson coming off the field. It looks like he's needing a little breather.
I'll tell you what, that is one fun kid to be around. So we'll see what the Red Devils do here if they're going to put the ball in the air.
Yeah, he's fun to have around unless he's eating out of your refrigerator.
Yeah. So again, 2 stacked on either side for Moore. He'll be in the gun again. He'll take the snap. He'll survey the field. He's under pressure now. He's on the roll to his right. He's going to throw the ball across his finish. And it's going to be picked up by the Tigers at the 35-yard line. That's going to be, is that
Tisso Gwynna?
Tisso Gwynna with the interception.
Frankham was the intended target, and, that was just such a long throw. It gave Tisso a chance to jump in front of that ball. Made a great play on it. It was really a 50-50 ball, and Frankham could have went to the ball and got it.
Yeah.
A great play by Tisso Gwynna.
So that'll give the Tigers the ball back at the 130 mark on the Brentley home scoreboard, 1st and 10 from their own 48. And they've got a kicker that is very, very capable of making a long field goal here.
We're going to be trips right here.
So that'll put Stauffenberg in the gun. Gwynna to his right hip, trips right. Stauffenberg takes the snap, and he's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to throw across the formation to Gwynna.
Pretty dangerous throw.
Yeah. He had Jack Sweeney open, but unfortunately just could not complete the pass there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 1:27 left here in the first half.
They did a little play action there, and I think he was kind of rushing through, handling the ball and getting rid of the ball all at the same time.
So we'll see what we got here. I'd like to see him start looking at this left side of the field here. Like you said, Tony, we've had a few wide open receivers here. So again, Lance Larvey split to the left. We'll see Gwynna and
Sweeney in the slot.
Split to the right. Stauffenberg in the gun, 1:27 left here in the first quarter, or the first half here. Stauffenberg will drop back across the middle, and this one was almost picked off again, as that was Keith Frankham right there, and he could have pulled that in. Unfortunately, no pass there. The Tiger coaching staff not happy with that pass. So that'll bring up third down here, and I'll tell you what, that was a dangerous one right across the middle.
Our young quarterback is a little flustered right here.
I tell you what, if he settles down and starts getting the feel for the game, he's got a nice ball.
He is really, he's got all the tools. He's just a great athlete.
So we'll see third down and 10 from the Tiger 48 here. 2 incomplete passes to start this drive. Again, Stauffenberg will have 2 split to the wide, right, 1 split to the left. He'll take the snap. Looks left, looks across the middle, and it's going to be poked in the air, and it's going to be picked off there. Who is that? That's going to be Jagger Mitchell. Mitchell's going to pick off Stauffenberg. So 2 interceptions.
Well, that leaves a minute 18 on the clock. It would really not be good to let them score here this.
So they're going to take the ball about the 37-yard line on their own 37, first and 10. Like I said, the Tiger defense need to come up with a stop here.
You know, I have a feeling that, they're going to need to drive it all the way down and put it in the end zone, judging by their kickoffs. I just don't know that they have a kicker.
Moore will take it in the gun, surveys the field. He's going to look left. Now he's under pressure, throwing to his left. Actually, he's going to run it, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Actually, no, he'll get up close to the first down. They're going to say he stepped out about the 46-yard line. So that will be a gain of 9 for Jackson Moore on the ground. Bring up second and 1 here. 1:08 left here in the first half on the Bruntley Home scoreboard.
Yeah, I think this is a little dangerous situation. If they were able to score here, it would be a close game. And it would feel close.
17-14. So Moore will be in the gun again. 4 wide receivers set. He rolls to his right, looking downfield, and he's going to face pressure again. He's almost brought down there. He'll pick up their first down, and he'll step out of bounds at the 45-yard line for a Evanston Red Devil first down.
Jackson Moore is fast.
He is absolutely fast. That picks up 18 for him, so some of that sack yardage he had is getting him back now. Under a minute now, first and 10 on the 45 for the Red Devils. And he steps out of bounds, which essentially saves the timeout and also saves the time on the clock. We're going to see
Cody Cunningham,
Cade Frankham off the field for the Red Devils. Again, 4 wide receivers set, 2 on either side for Moore. In motion goes 1. Looking down the field, doesn't have anything. He's going to have to run it himself again, but he's not going to be able to get out of bounds. Actually, he's going to break a couple of tackles, and now he's going to be brought down, 5-yard gain.
You know, he broke a couple tackles, but the Tigers were gang tackling there. Everybody rallied to the ball.
And that's what Coach Scott has preached all year, is to rally to the ball, and there's going to be a timeout by the Red Devils. That's going to be their first, actually.
You know, their quarterback, he's kind of slight of build, but, man, I love what he does there. When he's running the ball, he has got a great stiff arm.
We're going to step away for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Lander Tiger Football, 1330, 107.7 KOBE.
All right, we've got all our bills paid, so we're going to keep it right here, and I'm going to give a little bit of commentary. Well, that comment about our kicker, Micah Lichty, well, I have a feeling they're going to find out that that comment may not age very well. We've seen Micah make some big field goals this season. By the way, he is the captain of the soccer team. So we've got a kicker, and I kind of want them to go throw that up there. However, Jagger Mitchell, 2 picks in this game, and Evanston knocking on the door of scoring before the half. We'll be going back to Lander now with Mike Noseep.
FM Lander. So, Tony, as we mentioned, a score here would absolutely be devastating to this Tiger offense, or this Tiger team here. After a couple of interceptions back and forth, the Red Devils have it 2nd and 10 on the Tiger 45-yard line. Actually, no, that's going to be the Tiger 39.
I think the Tigers are typically a pretty conservative offensive team, and we got a little cute.
Yeah. So we're going to see trips right here for the Red Devils. So actually, we're going to see trips left. Moore in the gun. He'll take the snap, and he's going to pitch over to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to look to pass. Now he's under pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Nope, he squeezes through. He's going to get the first, and he's looking to get out of bounds, and I don't think he got out of bounds. No, he didn't. So 33 seconds left. That'll take him down to the, I believe, what is that, the 26-yard line.
So what should have been a tackle for probably a loss ended up being a little friendly fire between Justin George and Robert Clovapollo.
So that'll bring up the Red Devils' second timeout at the 29-second mark, so on the Brentley Home scoreboard. So we'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Lander Tigers.
Evanston has the ball deep in Lander Valley territory. Ball on the 26. We could see that field goal that we're wanting. Let's go ahead and give you some updates. We have John Porter giving us updates from the volleyball game. Evanston loses set number 1, 25-23, but win set number 2, 25-16. A great set by the Lady Red Devils. For all you Lady Red Devils fans, we will have them in action right here on KNYN and my local radio when the Red Devils take on Star Valley. That matchup scheduled for Tuesday. First serve at 6, pregame at 5:30. Let's go ahead and go back to Lander Valley. Evanston on the move.
And businesses. Her focus is to provide you the service you require for a successful outcome in your real estate transaction. Whether you're buying or selling a home, business, or commercial enterprise, she also works successfully within the agricultural arena. Her knowledge of the real estate world within Fremont County will serve your needs. Visit Amber by calling her at 330-7100. Moore will take the snap. Looking to pass. Got a man open across the middle, and they're going to say completion. Down to the
short of the first down, and the clock's going to continue to run.
7-yard pass to, that was going to be Frankham. Now 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Second down and 10 from the 27. He's going to spike it. So that's going to lose a yard, but that's going to save the time.
Yeah, he's just clocking the ball right here, trying to get the clock to stop. 8 seconds left. I can't imagine they're going to try to kick a field goal from there. They may just be setting up a last play here.
I think they're going to go to the end zone. I don't think they're real comfortable with their kicker right now, but we'll see. You never know. I really don't know their kicking situation here, but it looks like they're going to bring the offense back out.
On their kickoffs, they've been squib kicking.
So 8 seconds left here. Tigers need to pull out the stop. 4 wide receivers set. Moore's going to take the play-action pass, and he's going to have to throw it quickly. 4 seconds left. It's incomplete. Wow.
Brings up 4th down.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half here. The Tiger D looking to hold here. 4th down and 3 on their own 20.
Yeah, Beasley was able to get a little pressure on the quarterback that time, made him rush that pass.
That play-action pass has not been beneficial for the Red Devils. Now the officials are going to talk it over. I don't know what they would be talking over there, as that was an incomplete pass.
We'll bring up 4th and essentially 20 here. It's really 4th and 3, but with 4 seconds left on the clock, I think they got to put her in the end zone on this play.
So they're going to say intentional grounding by the Moore, so that's going to drop them back to the loss of down. So that brings up 4th down. They were on the 20. So is that that's a 15-yard penalty for the Red Devils. Wow. So big turn of events here. So rather than having the ball on the 20, they should have the ball on the 35-yard line. Oh, no, it was...
Do they mark that off from where the quarterback got rid of it?
No, actually, if I look at the first down marker, they have the ball... No, it might have been where... It should have been where I guess where he threw it. So nonetheless, 15-yard penalty on the Red Devils. We're going to go ahead and just keep it here. So it's going to bring up 4th and 25 from the 37-yard line. Now it's going to be just maybe like a Hail Mary, and I'll tell you what, my professional team is known for the Hail Marys and Aaron Rodgers, and just like to say our Green Bay Packers got the win over those purple people up north. So if you Viking fans out there, sorry.
Jim Kronk.
Sorry, Jim. I know you had some things to say, but hey, we got the win.
All right, so we got 2 safeties back deep
Four wide receivers set for more, two on either side. He's going to take the snap. Now he's going to drop back to about his 50, looking to just heave it. Now he's under pressure on the run. He's either going to have to take it, and he's going to be dropped there at the
nice
30.
play by Julian Glenna.
4-yard line. The Hogue gains 3, but Julian Glenna with the stick, and the Tiger D holds. So at the half, the Tigers 17, the Red Devils 7.
Red Devils trailing the Tigers 17-7 going into the halftime break. That'll bring us to our halftime show, brought to you by our brand new sponsors of the halftime show. But first, let's give Callis Automotive a big thank you for sponsoring the second quarter. That's Callis Automotive. Offers everything you need for the season. Batteries, windshield wipers, gloves, tools, you name it. They've either got it in stock or they can get it for you fast. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. Stop in today, 744 Front Street in Evanston. Now, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Uinta County Conservation District halftime show with halftime highlights, scores from around the state, and our Excellence in Evanston segment. All that when we come back on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by Jen's Life Photography. Local photography, whether it's family portraits or senior pictures, capture the moment with Jen's Life Photography. An Evanston local with a Utah number, 801-289-6161. And by Freeway Tire. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service and great prices come together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Welcome back to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. ELAN OLLIFF here, bringing you the halftime show brought to you by the Uinta County Conservation District. As the Red Devils currently trail Lander Valley 17-7, and that happened. First thing we had was Lander Valley gets a 1-yard touchdown rush with 9:28 left in the first from Jack Sweeney. Then Evanston responds after a great interception by Jagger Mitchell, gets a 1-yard pass to Jagger as well, make it 7-7. And then a Matthias Weaver 36-yard field goal for Lander makes it 17-10. And then a 42-yard pick six makes it 17-7. So that is the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Let's go ahead and check in on our scores from around the state. For the first time this year, all 12 3A teams scheduled to play in the 3A. However, one game canceled. That's number 1 Pallet, number 5 Douglas, because of COVID reasons. Right now in the fourth quarter, Star Valley leads Rollins 48-8. In the fourth quarter, number 2 Cody leads Buffalo 7-0. In the second quarter, Worland up on Green River 14-0. And Jackson leads Riverton 14-7 in the third quarter. Our score here at the half on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard is 17-7 Lander. We're going to step aside and we come back. We'll have our Excellence in Evanston segment where we speak with someone exceptional in your community. This week we had the chance to talk with D. Coons about a great thing that he's doing for veterans in our area. Before we go to break, though, just got updated. Evanston with a 2-1 set lead over Natrona in Casper after taking set number 3, 25-13. The Red Devils looking good over in Casper. We'll be right back with Excellence at Evanston and D. Kuntz after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome to this week's Excellence in Evanston. Have the opportunity to be joined by D. Coons. Now, D does something truly exceptional in the community. He runs a wood laser engraving business, but he also has this really unique thing where he would like to honor each one of our veterans with a free plaque. D, do you care to kind of talk about that for just a second?
No, I was never in the military, but I have all the respect in the world for the people that are serving now and have served in the past. They have kept our country free, and I believe in America.
And what better way to honor them than with these awesome plaques, which we have pictures showing on the screen right now, but you made some for me, for my family that's in the military, and they're really great. They're really high quality. It has their name and the seal of the branch of service that they're on. What kind of gave you the idea to get into kind of the wood, I guess you could call it lasering business?
Well, last December, my wife passed away, and I needed something to do to keep busy, and I'd been looking at this for quite a while and decided to go ahead and do it just to keep busy more than anything.
And when did you decide that you wanted to honor the veterans in this way?
I had a neighbor that asked me if I could make one for him, and that gave me the idea, and I thought, well, that's a good idea for all of the veterans and active military personnel. And like I said, I've got all the respect in the world for them people, and so I'm not charging for any of those plaques for the military people at all.
So this is, quite frankly, a free gift to any military personnel who has served. They just need to get a hold of you and they can get one of these plaques.
Correct.
And we'll talk about how to get hold of Mr. Kuntz a little bit later. Mr. Kuntz, how many plaques have you made for military personnel?
Probably 120.
Okay.
So far.
How long have you been doing it?
About 3 months.
Okay, so this is something still fairly new to you, but
yes,
it's something that you're trying to get the word out and let people know that if they have any family members who have served in the military or any family members who are active military, that you would like to bestow this gift upon them.
Yes, I would. Yes.
What kind of feelings do you get when you get an order for a veteran plaque
and they ask you to make one?
Well, I've had several of them wanted to pay for it, and I won't take any fees for those plaques at all, and they generally appreciate it very much.
Absolutely, I can definitely understand that. And again, just kind of looking at these plaques, they're really, really beautiful. What kind of machine cuts into the wood like this?
It's a laser engraver that's programmed on the computer, and it just follows the X, Y, Z axis.
How long have you had that laser engraver for?
I picked it up in February.
Okay, so right after you picked up the gravers, when you decided to do this for the veterans then?
Right, shortly after, yes.
Do they just kind of call you, email you? What's that process kind of look like?
They can call me on my cell phone, which is 679-3763, or they can email me at deekunz@outlook.com.
I've got, as you can now see, I've got 4 veterans in my family and in my immediate family. But all 3 of my brothers are in the Air Force. My dad was in the Air Force, and just looking at these plaques, I'm sure that they will greatly appreciate it. And I guess one last question before we call it an interview is, what kind of wood do you usually use to do this on?
The best for the plaques is either pine or quaking aspen.
Mm-hmm.
And I also engrave on cedar and juniper, cherry, and several other woods. But those are the most common, and they look better than most other woods do.
D. Kuntz, he makes these beautiful laser engraved wooden plaques for military members. He would like to find as many veterans or active duty members as he can and give them one of these plaques that you're seeing on your screen on mylocalradio.com, absolutely free of charge. You can contact him on his cell phone at either 307-679-3763, or you can shoot him an email with your relative's name as well as what branch of the armed services they served in at deekunz, that's DEEKUNZ at outlook.com. Mr. Kuntz, thank you so much for your time and coming in and showing us this great talent that you have and this great thing that you want to do for veterans.
All right. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, if you have a veteran in your life that you would like to honor with a plaque, just give D. Kuntz a call, 307-679-3763. Again, that's 307-679-3763. You can also reach him via email at dkunz, that's DEEKUNZ, at outlook.com. Just email the name of your relative, your veteran, and what branch in the armed services they served in, and he'll give the veterans that gift. I got a chance to talk with him a little bit after the recording stopped, and he really does look at that as one of the great honors he can bestow upon a part of the population that he has, in his words, all of the respect in the world for. All right, it's time for the third quarter. Evanston trails 17-7, but good news, Red Devils get the ball back. Update from Casper, the Lady Red Devils are leading it. They're leading it 2-1 after a 25-13 set 3 victory. The Evanston Red Devils beating the team in Casper. So that's actually pretty good. That could bode pretty well for the Evanston Red Devils moving forward as we get ready to start quadrant play in less than a week's time, Tuesday at Star Valley. I'll be bringing you the action live from Afton. Let's go ahead and real quick give a quick shout out to our format sponsors. Those are the ones that get the live reads during the game. So first, touchdowns, all Evanston Red Devil touchdowns, brought to you by Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency. So a big thank you to them for supporting our broadcast of Red Devil football. And then, of course, first downs, all of them brought to you by the biggest Red Devil fans in the great state of California. That is Paige, Billy, and Beverly Tannenbaum. They are bringing you first down, so thank you for your support of our broadcast of Red Devil football. And I got to admit, before we came on today, I was a little nervous about how things would kind of play out, considering the unfortunate circumstances that happened with me, where I had a moment where I felt under the weather, and we, out of respect for Lander Valley, the coaches, and anyone that I would come in contact with, we decided not to send me to the game. Instead, we're pulling the feed. And right now, the numbers are very similar to what I'm used to seeing when we're doing a live game. So a big, big thank you for tuning in, to you, for tuning in on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. And just letting you know, we will be back in the stadium for live play-by-play next week. Homecoming game against the Green River Wolves. Kickoff scheduled at 3, pregame at 2:45. Join us. Let's go ahead and send it back to Lander Valley and Mike Noseep.
Fortunately enough for both teams, they recovered. As we see the Tigers return to the field here. And as you were mentioning, Tony, it was a little different for head coach John Scott. He was up in the booth coaching that first half, but now we see him back down on the sidelines here, so we'll see what he chooses to do in the second half here. So we're going to go ahead and step away for another quick 60-second timeout.
And you know what? We're going to do the same. We're going to go ahead and play the Bills. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter. After this, it's 17-7. Lander Valley on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Thank you for joining us today on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. ELAN, OLLIFF, bringing you the action in between the breaks, doing the halftime show and the postgame show. Because of myself feeling under the weather, the decision was made out of respect for Lander, the people in Lander, the coaches, anyone I would come in contact with, not to send me to the game. So we have the feed pulled from Mike Noseep, the voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, and we're going to send it back to him over at Bill Bush Stadium.
Amber Young of Lander's Home Source Realty. Want to buy or sell? Call Amber about residential, commercial, or agricultural properties at 330-7100 or see her at the Home Source Realty office in Lander at 1632 Main Street. So, again, we've got some additional listeners tonight from Evanston. As I mentioned before, their play-by-play guy fell ill, so they are listening to our live feed via the internet. So thank you guys over there in Evanston for joining us tonight. We're about 32 seconds away from kickoff here, and as we were mentioning, Coach Scott back up in the booth again. And I've only seen one other coach do that, and that's the coach out of Douglas. He absolutely. He will not step on the field for some reason, and it's been successful. So
yeah, I'm not sure this is the first time I've seen that with Coach Scott.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got a lengthy history of coaching, so I'm going to have to ask him after the game. What the key is there, but nonetheless, we're about ready to get this second half kicked off here. Matisse Weaver will get the ball on the tee here for the Tigers. The Evanston Red Devils have won the toss, so they defer to the second half, so they'll receive here. 17-7 your scored on the Bentley Home scoreboard. Tigers on top. So we see we're going to see Cade Frankham returning here, and I believe that's going to be Jagger Mitchell deep as well for the Red Devils. Again, Matisse Weaver has not had a kickoff return. Actually, he got one, and that was on a bloop.
That's right.
He got it about the 5-yard. Even on a bloop, he still kicked it to the 5. So here we go. Ball is teed up here. The officials are ready. So, again, Tigers need to get something going here quickly at 3 and out and then get the ball back. Extend this lead here. Matisse Weaver will put the boot to it. And another deep kickoff into the end zone. Touchback. And Red Devils will go have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 20. We hear the Lander face. We've got a nice crowd here tonight. They were doing a head count before the game, so luckily enough, we see some social distancing here. We see some masks here as well. So, but a great crowd here to start the first homestand for the Tigers. So we'll see Moore. Jackson Moore, he'll break the huddle. Looks like Jackson is going to go ahead and be under center. He'll have Jagger Mitchell in the backfield with him. Pitch to Mitchell on the left side. Almost lost the ball there. And the Tigers, again, Tony mentioning that tackling.
Yeah, they stood him up at the line of scrimmage, and then he bounced off and went forward for about 4 or 5 yards.
About 5 they're going to give him. So that brings up 2nd and 5 on the 25-yard line for the Red Devils. Again, had him stopped in the backfield there, but unable to wrap him up. So it'll be Moore, again, under center. Mitchell in the backfield with him. He'll have 3 wide receivers in motion, and he's going to come around the left-hand side there for about a 2-yard gain. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 3.
You know, up front, defensively, we have, a few different personnel in there, too. We have Frank Armejo in there. Looks like he's lining up at nose. And Hudson lining up out wide.
So Mitchell in the backfield. It'll be Moore under center. 2 tight end set. Double tight here. Now Moore's going to drop back into the gun.
It's going to be wing T formation.
In motion goes one. Now they're going to look to pitch it. Moore's going to take it himself. He'll pick up the first down a little bit more, all the way down to about that 40-yard line. We're going to say the 37.
He was slowed down by the arm of Connor Carey and then tackled by Julian Gwyneth.
So 27 over to they're going to see the 42-yard line. So a gain of 15 for Jackson Moore. And a first down.
I'm not quite sure the defensive stats, but thus far I think Julian Gwyneth is leading the way with tackles.
That is their first 3rd down conversion of the contest here. So Moore under center. Again, 1 in motion. That's going to be Quentin Elmer. And now he's going to have to reset for the Red Devils. Now back in motion goes Elmer. He's going to, first man through is Mitchell, and he's going to be stuffed there for about a loss of 1.
Nothing doing up front. Tackle right in the middle by Frank Armejo.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 11 here at the 9:50 mark.
Frank, second-generation defensive lineman for the Tigers.
Yeah, his daddy was a good one. So 2nd and 11 here, 9:40 left here in the 3rd quarter on the Brittany Home scoreboard. And Moore under center. Again, Elmer's going to be in motion. First man through is Mitchell. Mitchell's going to get it. He'll gain maybe a couple of yards. That'll bring up 3rd down. And,
that's a couple plays right in a row. They're trying to test out our inside right up the middle, and not a whole lot doing for them so far.
No. So they'll say a gain of 7 for Mitchell. Actually, no, that's a gain of 5. And here we go, 3rd down and 7.
High formation, spread offense.
They're going to hand it off to Mitchell, and Mitchell's going to get it. He'll drive all the way down to about midfield, but he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. So picks up 6 on 3rd down was Jagger Mitchell. Gabe Harris on the stop for the Tigers, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 1, and it looks like the Red Devils are going to roll the dice.
At this point, I think they have to. I think they need to get something going, and this is, fairly decent opportunity. 4th and very short 1.
So Vernon in the backfield along with Mitchell. Double tight set, and they're going to hand the ball out. Actually, he's going to take it himself, and the Tiger defense with the stop. Turnover downs back to the Tigers.
It looked to me like did they send Tissot on a blitz and he chased him down from behind?
On a blitz, and now we got a Tiger down.
That was a designed quarterback keeper, and he got chased down behind by Tissot Gwynn on the corner blitz.
And we do have a Tiger down here, but nonetheless, that's going to be a stop of no gain for Jackson Moore, and the Red Devils are going to turn over on down. So we're going to go ahead and take a 30. Actually, no, we're going to go ahead and keep it here. As looks like Robert Quavapalo is on down, and luckily enough, he's up running off the field.
I was watching him at halftime. He was firing out from his.
We're going to go ahead and take a break ourselves, but first, update. Final score, Evanston knocks off Natrona 3-1 after winning the fourth 25-14. The Red Devils get the win in Casper. And it looks like they're not going to take a break, so we're going to go back, but we just got the update from John Porter. Evanston beats Natrona 3-1. Back to Lander Valley.
Friendly home scoreboard in the third quarter here, 17-7 your score. Tigers on top. Stauffenberg, full house backfield. He's going to be under center. He'll take the snap, and he's going to hand off to Gwinna. Gwinna maybe have picked up one. We're going to go ahead and give him one. So that little short, quick hitters hasn't been beneficial for the Tigers yet. They're going to say two. But what has been beneficial is getting on the outside with Jack Sweeney.
Yeah.
Be 2nd and 8 here. 7:50 left here in the third quarter again. Split backs in the backfield with Stauffenberg. He's going to take the snap, hand off to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to look for some room. He finds it on the left side, and he's going to pick up the first down and a little more, still driving forward down to the 36-yard line.
You know, I thought he was going to break that outside, and he saw something there that made him cut it up.
12-yard gain for Jack Sweeney, and he adds to his total now up to 131 yards, 12 carries, and a Tiger first down. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 on their own on the Red Devil 36, looking to punch it in here. Tell you what, even if they kicked it from here, I think Matisse might put it in. So Stauffenberg breaks, double tight end, 3 in the backfield with Stauffenberg under center. He'll take the snap, hands the ball off to Gwinna. Gwinna's going to find some room around that right side. They're right up the middle, and he'll gain 5, actually 6.
Yeah, Julian out of the backfield, he hits the hole so fast that, he's going to get at least to the line of scrimmage and a few out of it just because he gets there so fast.
I think sometimes maybe he gets there before his blocking can really make a hole for him. Maybe, Le'Veon Bell was very, the NFL there, he really uses his blocks well. But then that's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Tigers. Stauffenberg under center again, full house backfield. He'll take the snap. Jack Sweeney looking for room. He'll find some on the left side here, punches forward, and he's going to be drugged down there for, looks like a gain of maybe 2. That'll bring up 3rd and 2. So we'll see what the Tigers do here, if they're going to keep it on the ground or if they're going to let Stauffenberg maybe throw a short one. 3rd and 2 here on their own. Looks like what that is going to be the 27-yard line. Stauffenberg breaks the huddle again, 3 in the backfield. 6 minutes left here on the Brentley home scoreboard. Hands the ball off to Sweeney. Sweeney moves his way through. They're going to give him a first down.
Picks his way for a first down.
They're going to give him forward motion forward to the 30 to the 25. So great job by Jack to pick up 3 yards in the first down. Tigers will have it at the 33-yard line. I know that should be the 25, excuse me.
First down from the 25.
Looking at the score clock there, and it's wrong. But we got a new crew over there. Fortunately enough, we're lucky to have a good crew over there.
And we're getting the dirty looks from the crew.
Stauffenberg under center, full house backfield again, looking to hand off. He's going to actually roll out to his left. Now the pass is completed, and he's going to pull it in about the 20-yard line.
Good grab by Justin George.
Justin George with the pull-in at the 25.
So very, very tough pass by Stauffenberg there. He was under all kinds of pressure and managed to get rid of the ball.
So we're going to see George with the 5-yard completion. So Brennan's second completion of the night, brings up 2nd and 5 from the 20.
Yeah, I think we still need to give him opportunities to throw the ball. I think he can do it if we can get him going.
Take the snap. Now he's going to little shuffle in the backfield there, a little play action or a little
crossbuck
action, and that's going to drop Jack Sweeney for a loss of 2. So it brings up 3rd and 7 now. That little crossbuck, I'll tell you what, we back in my Fort Wasky days when I was a quarterback, we used to run that crossbuck a lot. I'll tell you what, you talk to Randy Tucker, I was I ran the ball like 13 times in a row for Coach.
You leaned forward?
Yeah, just leaning on kids. They were scared to tackle me because I was about 260, 270 at that time, so biggest quarterback in the league. Under 4 minutes here in the third quarter now. 17-7 your score. Tigers on top. 3rd and 7 here from the 22. Stauffenberg takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right, looking for a man. He's got a man wide open, but he misses both of them. Kind of threw it in between both wide receivers and incomplete. So we may see a Matisse Weaver sighting here, trying to push his lead to 20-7. And we will. So 32... So a 39-yard field goal for Matisse Weaver coming up.
You know, not a bad-looking pass there. He had people in the area.
So Matisse will have it. 39-yard attempt for Matisse. Lines it up hash mark left. Kick is up. And it is true, so Matisse Weaver with 39-yard field goal.
You know what? He kicked that ball. It was spotted at the 32-yard line. I think that's going to be good for 42 yards.
So they had it at the ball was on the 20, or the 22.
The 27, so 37 yards. By the end of the season, I'm going to get my math correct on that.
Well, Matisse Weaver boots it through a 42-yard field goal, and it's 20-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lander leads. We'll be right back with more of the third quarter after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by T-Bar S Body Shop. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call 307-789-2639. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Lander Valley leads it 20-7 in the third quarter on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football. Evanston gets the ball, and boys, we need some Farmers Insurance Jeff Piper Agency touchdowns. And before that, a whole lot of Paige, Billy, and Beverly Tannenbaum first downs. Back to Bill Bush Stadium and Mike Noseep.
From the line of scrimmage. So 22, 39. So good job, Matisse. I knew my math wasn't that bad. So 3:33 left here in the third quarter. Red Devils have the ball here. First man through is Vernon, and they're going to drop Vernon for about a 2-yard gain. Vernon having just a heck of a time on the ground right now.
He is a big kid.
He is.
That time, there wasn't a whole lot there, and he leaned forward to get that 4 yards.
So they're going to give him 3. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 7 on the 23-yard line for the Red Devils. Moore under center. Vernon in the backfield with him along with Mitchell. He's going to hand the ball back off to Vernon, and Vernon's going to plow through close to the first down. He's going to be a yard short. So he picks up 5 or 6 on that one.
Yeah, they're back in that I formation set and running that triple option. The last 2 times they went to the dive.
So let's see what the Tiger defense can do here. 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. Vernon again in the I formation with Mitchell. He'll hand the ball off to Vernon, and Vernon's going to be stuffed, but he'll pick up the first down for a gain of 2. So first down, Red Devils, all the way out to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that time they were determined to pound the ball for a first down. 3 straight plays in a row, totaled about 12 yards.
So 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. 2:04 left here on the Bradley Home scoreboard. in the third quarter here. Now they're going to hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell's got some room. Sound tackle there by Jack Sweeney to bring him down for a gain of 7. Mitchell carries the ball, and he is a very hard runner. But when you get wrapped up, oh, that was Connor Carey, excuse me, with the tackle. That'll bring up second and 3. 1:39 left here in the third quarter on the Brentley home scoreboard. Tigers up 20-7. Again, I formation. Second man through is Mitchell. He'll take it, gets the first down and more. Down to the 50, the 45, the 40. It's going to be pushed out of bounds about the 36-yard line.
Man, he gets through the hole fast.
Yeah, he is very, very quick. So 24-yard gain for Mitchell on that carry. Brings his total to 99, one short of the century mark for Jagger Mitchell. First and 10 on the 36 for the Red Devils in Tiger territory. Tigers need to come up with another stop here, maintain this lead. A lot of time going off the clock. Actually, no, he got a first down, so they stopped the clock. 1:23 left here in the third quarter. More again, I formation, Vernon and Mitchell in backfield with him. Two split wide to the left and wide to the right. It's going to be a play action pass. Rolling out to his right is Moore. Moore looks like he's just going to tuck it. Now he's going to throw a ball deep, and it's going to be picked off again by Julian Glynna.
Julian came up with the ball. They're giving him the catch. They're spotting it down there.
At the 5-yard line.
Very close to being out of bounds, but he's marking the ball down there at the 4-yard line, it looks like.
So now they're talking it over here, but the official down there closest to the end zone, but there's a flag on the play. If this is against the Red Devils, the interception will stand. If it's again, it looks like it's going to be against the Red Devils as they're talking to the coaching staff of Lander. Illegal man downfield against the Red Devils. It's going to be declined, and the Tigers will take over possession on the 5-yard line on the interception by, was that Julian?
It was Tissot Glynna.
Tissot Glynna with the interception.
That's his second interception of the game.
So good job, Tissot, on that one. So the third turnover of the game for the Red Devils.
That was another one of those situations where it was maybe a 50-50 ball, and Tissot came back to the ball where the offensive player did not.
You know, throwing off the run, rolling to his right, that's not a good pass in high school. You barely see the college ranks completed. So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 4. Stauffenberg under center, second man through, and it's going to be a quick hit to Julian Glynna all the way out to about the 12-yard line.
You know, and the Red Devils were really rolling down the field. They were having a very effective drive until that turnover.
So 8-yard gain for Julian on first down. We're under a minute now here in the third quarter, and I'll tell you what, Tony, this clock can run as much as it wants with the Tigers up 20-7 here. 45 seconds left on the Brentley home scoreboard. Second and 2, Stauffenberg under center. Full house backfield. He'll hand off to Sweeney. Actually, it's another quick hitter to Julian. He got close to a first down. I think they might give it to him. See what the official says. He's going to take a timeout to look at it, and they're going to say first down Tigers. So Julian picks up 2 on that to push the first down. Now we're about 24 seconds here in the third quarter. I think Coach might want to just go ahead and let this one run out. See if we get another play. And it looks like we're going to run another play. So first and 10 on the 19-yard line for the actually going to be a 14-yard line.
To Jack.
Jack's going to find a hole. He's going to get all the way out to about the 25-yard line. So that's going to do it for the third quarter here. 11 yards on the game for Sweeney on first down. That'll do it for 3 quarters here in the books here at Bill Bush Stadium. Tigers 20, Red Devils 7. We're going to take a 30-second timeout.
Red Devils trail the Tigers on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard 20-7. Evanston driving down the field, looking very promising. And then the interception by Glynna, his second of the game. Evanston not out of this game yet. Their defense is held up strong. Let's see if they can keep it up. We will have the fourth quarter brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Tigers have the ball, 1st and 10 on the 27. Let's go to Mike Nosey at Bill Bush Stadium.
For 2 in front, Sweeney deep. Stauffenberger will take it. Hands to Jack. Jack across the middle. He's going to find some room all the way to about the 35-yard line. So about
in this double tight set, with our offensive line, we're just handling them up front.
Yeah. So 7-yard gain for Jack. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, there was nothing pretty about that play. We leaned forward and got about 7 out of it.
Full house backfield. Going to hand the ball off to Julian Gwynn, and Julian's going to squirt forward. Wow. Actually, the ball is on the ground. The Red Devils say they might have it.
The officials giving it to the Red Devils.
Yep. And that's going to be a turnover for the Tigers. So Red Devils will get the fumble. And, Red Devils are going to get it.
So I didn't see what happened on that play. I was busy watching our line go to work.
So Julian got the ball, squirted forward, looking to fight for extra yardage, and coughed the ball up. It squirted forward, so that's going to bring up 1st down and 10 on the 41-yard line for the Red Devils.
I'm telling you, there's been several moments where we should be taking control of this game, and we're just letting them hang around.
They're hanging around. So 1st and 10, and the second man through is Mitchell, and he's going to be met by a host of Tigers. May have gotten one.
Looked like a little confusion in the backfield there, maybe a little broken play.
So they will give him one. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Beasley again. He has been all over the field tonight.
You know, I think this possession right here is big for Evanston.
Yeah. They need to come away with points here to even be somewhat in this contest here. 10:50 left here. Moore under center. He's going to hand the second man through is Mitchell. Mitchell's going to find some room around the right side, and he's going to plow forward again. Poor tackling by the Tigers, and he'll drop the ball down to about the 27-yard line.
You know, that's right. Mitchell's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's running stronger, hitting the hole even harder than at the beginning.
So 14 yards on the carry for Jagger. That'll bring up 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line for the Red Devils. Moore gets it. First man through is Vernon, and he's going to power his way for a gain of 4.
You know, and up front, defensively, we started out the half with a little different personnel. That last defensive series, we had Mason Hudson, Jaden Rivera back in there, and we held them pretty good. And I see that we're back with that other group here.
2nd and 6 for the Red Devils here again. I formation, Vernon and Mitchell in the backfield with Moore. He'll take the snap, pitch back to Mitchell. Mitchell's got some room around the right side. He'll run into a host of Tigers there, close to a 1st down. I think they're going to give him 3 on this, 3. That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 1.
It's going to be close to a 1st down.
So they gave him 5 on that. So brings up 3rd and 1 on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Mitchell's making them work. Every time he touches the ball, he is running hard and making them work to get him down. Back in I formation.
So Moore under center. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to give it to Vernon. And Vernon's going to be stuffed right there for a gain of no gain. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers. The big back met a host of Tigers, and I'll tell you what, those host of Tigers got low on his legs.
Looks to me like we're at 4th and a very short yard.
Very in a short yard. So 4th down and 1. 8:52 left here on the Brentley Home scoreboard in the 4th quarter here. 20-7 your score, Tigers up, and now looking for another 4th down stand. Moore breaks the huddle. Two tight end set. High back formation. He'll take the snap. Hands out the mid. No, he's going to roll the
quarterback keeper.
And now he's under pressure. It looks like he's going to pick up the first down, and Moore all the way down to about the, they're going to say he got pushed out about the 6-yard line.
Chased out of bounds by Gabe Harris.
Are they giving him?
That was a great call by Evanston there.
It was.
We had the box loaded up, so to speak.
So Moore picks up 13 on the carry.
They faked the dive right up the middle and rolled the quarterback out on the quarterback keeper.
So first and goal from the 7 for the Red Devils. They'll hand back, and there is Julian Glenna for a loss.
That was a great blitz call. Julian Glenna coming off that inside linebacker spot.
So a loss of 1 as Julian got there quickly, and that'll bring up second down and 8.
I would really like to see us do a little more blitzing.
When they blitz, it seems pretty beneficial to us. So second and 8 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Red Devils trying to punch in here from 8 yards out. Moore.
Back in I formation.
He'll take the snap. First man through. No, he's going to pitch it out to Mitchell again. Mitchell's going to meet, and he's going to get again across the end line, or end zone, touchdown, Red Devils. So 8-yard, I don't even know if I should call that a pass or it's a pitch.
Well, they ran that triple option, and they went with the pitch.
So 8-yard touchdown at the 7:46 mark of the fourth quarter. And now they're looking to put the extra point in, and it's blocked by the Tigers. They can reach out. No,
that is big. That keeps it at a 7-point game.
7-point game. Great job by the Tigers.
I tell you, this is no time to get cute. And Jack Sweeney with the blocked kick, but he comes up hobbling.
I think he was kicked in the stomach.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. Evanston gets the Farmers Insurance Jeff Piper agency touchdown and are within a touchdown and an extra point of tying this one up in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. We'll be right back after this. It's 20-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lander leads on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com.
A yes vote for the Fieldhouse Initiative on November 3rd benefits Evanston, plus makes a huge difference in the lives of Evanston High School students. Teams won't have to practice in the snow. They can run on a track instead of through the halls, and with more space, practice times can be adjusted. A yes vote November 3rd gives Evanston a place to host tournaments and other special events that generate revenue for our economy. Vote yes for the Fieldhouse Initiative November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse.
Welcome back to this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1. Lander defensive standout Jack Sweeney is in some difficulty, and it appears he is not in the game at this point, according to the call by Mike Noseep I was just able to hear. Let's go ahead and send you back to Bill Bush Stadium in Lander. Evanston trails Lander 20-13 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Team is not overly
an interesting situation. Our two top running backs, one being Eli Mazary on the sidelines with an injury, and then we've got Jack Sweeney, our other leading running back, on the sidelines getting stretched out. I don't see him going back on the field at this point.
So that was another pooch kick to Abner Cabrialis. He receives at about the 34-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have it, first down.
So we'll see what kind of formation, what personnel we have coming in with Sweeney out. We're looking like we're in I formation with Zach Larvey at fullback and Matisse Weaver at tailback.
Stauffenberg under center, two tight ends set. He's going to handle to Matisse. Matisse finds some room around the left side. Maybe picks up 3. That'll bring up second down and 7. So this is where the Tigers need to start leaning on this defense. That defense has been out there quite a while.
That's right. Cody Cunningham coming in for Jaden Rivera.
7:20 left here in the contest here on the Brentley Homes scoreboard. Again, Brentley Homes still in champion. Mount Mueller Homes from their location on South Fiddler Boulevard in Riverton. So they'll break the huddle 2nd and 7, about the 7:10 mark. Again, Zach Larvey and Matisse Weaver in the backfield for Stauffenberg. He'll take the snap, hands to Weaver. Weaver weaves his way through.
Little crossbuck action.
To about the 40-yard line. 3-yard gain there.
That's going to bring up 3rd and about 3 or 4.
So we see Jack Sweeney back on the field for the Tigers along with Julian. Is that Julian or Tissel? That's Tissel, right?
Julian heading out, number 24.
So that'll be Julian Gwinna, Jack Sweeney, and Matisse Weaver in the backfield with Stauffenberg. 3rd and 4 here from the Tiger 40. Stauffenberg takes the snap, hands to Jack. Jack around the right side, and he's going to be tripped up there for no gain.
Had he broke that tackle, he would have had some room to run. That guy just got him by the shoestrings.
He had a ton of room. So that brings up 4th down and 4 from the 40.
4th down, and we're going to be punting.
And now the Tiger defense under a lot of pressure here as they're going to have to hold again here. 7-point lead with 5:55 here left in the 4th quarter here on the Brentley Homes scoreboard, and we're going to see Matisse Weaver. Well, I'll tell you what, we need a big Matisse Weaver kick right here. So Franklin will be deep for the Red Devils. Snap is back. It's a good snap. Matisse is going to put the boot to it, and it's going to be a high end-over-end.
That was close to being blocked.
Yeah, Frankham luckily pulls it down on his knees at the 29-yard line. So here we go.
5:33. This is game time right here.
It is.
7-point ball game. 5:33 left in the 4th quarter.
This is what you see what your team is made of here. Can we get a stop and get off the field? That rollout, that play-action rollout for Moore has been their offense in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, these Lander Tigers are going to have to step it up on their tackling.
Yeah, so Moore will be under center. He'll have Vernon behind him along with Mitchell, 2 split wide to either side. He'll be under center. He'll take it. He's going to hand off to Vernon for a short gain, maybe of 1. Good stop there on 1st down for the Tigers. They're going to say a gain of 2.
So we got Robert Quavapalo coming off the field. I don't know if he's just getting a little breather or what.
Coach Reagan said a gain of 1.5. So we're going to say 2nd and 8. 5 minutes left in this 4th quarter here. Moore hands it. First man through. He's going to pitch again to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to have the 1st down as he picks it up.
Yeah, that triple option is paying dividends right now. We are really keying on that dive.
And we cannot get a stop. We cannot get a tackle out there. We've had him for possible loss, but he'll get up to about the 40-yard line. So gain of 9 for Mitchell. Mitchell now over the 100-yard mark. Actually, he picks up, that's going to be 135 yards for Mitchell in the contest.
Pretty hot, hard-fought 135 yards at that.
Mitchell will get it, 2nd man through, and he's going to gain 8 on this. So maybe that offensive line now starting to lean on the Tigers.
That's right.
So that'll bring up 2nd, and they're looking at it. Might be a 1st down. Now they're going to bring up
we got Carlos Herrera coming in for Gabe Harris at the linebacker position.
So we're going to see a heavy dose of Mitchell now. There's 1st man through is Vernon. He's going to pick up the 1st down all the way down to about the 47-yard line of the Tigers.
Now we have Frank Armejo and Justin George coming off the field, being replaced by Robert Quavapalo. And I didn't see who the other one was.
So 4th down, or actually 1st down and 10 from on the 48-yard line, and Mitchell's going to be
There's
stuffed
Julian
in the
Gwinna again, linebacker blitz.
Nice job, Julian. No gain there. Actually, it's going to be a loss of 1. No, a loss of 2.
Yeah, the timing on those blitz calls has been excellent this half.
So that'll be actually a loss of 1, so it'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Red Devils on the Lander 49-yard line. Moore under center. He's going to take it himself. Quick snap, and he'll pick up a gain of 2. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
They must have went on silent count or the tap or something because they really caught the Tigers off guard there.
So here's a big 3rd down for the Tigers. And we'll see what they have. 3rd and 8, 2:54 left in this contest here, and the Tigers need a stop.
Tigers showing blitz.
Moore takes the handoff, looking to run, and he's going to be stuffed there. Ball almost out, but their Tigers are going to get the stuff for the loss.
That's right.
Actually, no gain.
Looks like Zach Larvey and Gabe Harrison on the tackle.
Nice jab.
Julian Gwynna flying around.
Julian had 10 tackles in that first half. That'll bring up 4th and 8 now. So here's the contest here, ladies and gentlemen. 2:20 left here. Tiger defense gets a stop. They're going to pull out the win.
Tigers, a little confusion on defense. We have 12 men on the field right now.
So they're going to bring out, who is this? It's number 9.
Jace LeClaire. They sent him in for somebody.
So here we go. 2 minutes left in this contest here. Now we're going to see a timeout by the Tigers. As you said, Tony, there was some miscommunication there. So we're going to go ahead and take a 30-second.
We're going to go and take the timeout as well. Red Devils with the game on the line, moving the ball down. Biggest play of the game possibly coming up after this. They trail Lander Valley 20-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. In the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall, prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Well, it all comes down to this. The Evanston Red Devils, 4th down. We're not going to waste any more time. Get you out to Tiger Field.
Here.
This is
Moore in the
big
gun.
4th down right here.
He's going to roll to his
Pressure
right.
by
Facing
Clover
pressure. Now he's going to roll to his left. Directing traffic. He's going to stop. He's going to throw the ball across.
Wide open.
Wide open is a wide receiver for Evanston, and that's going to be Elmer. And he'll pull it down.
In the scramble, the Evanston receiver managed to get open.
So pass for 36 yards on the completion for Moore to Elmer. And
there's a flag in the backfield.
Let's see what this is. And this looks like it's going against the Red Devils. Illegal man downfield, so scrap the 36-yard gain.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, the Tigers dodged a bullet on that one.
You know, the quarterback, Moore, he scrambled around, and he made a play right there.
He did. I thought he was going to run it here for the first, and then he saw the wide-open receiver. And that's a second busted coverage for the Tigers.
He scrambled left, and the Tigers had it covered. He had nowhere to go other than to heave it up there.
So that'll bring up 4th down and 13 for the Red Devils here. And here we go again. 1:47 left here. Tigers need to get a stop.
So right here, I was watching how the Tigers were setting up that play. They had Sweeney pulled up kind of tight.
4 in the formation for Moore. He's going to be in the gun. He'll step back, looking to pass, looking for the screen. Now he's under pressure. He's gone all the way down to about the 30, still running around. Got a wide receiver, Mitchell, but Mitchell's going to be tackled right there.
Nope.
Oh, no, he's not. He scritches forward, but nonetheless, the Tigers are going to get the stop. Wow, what an event So that's
Evanston's going to turn it over on downs.
Turn it over on downs, and they're going to lose.
Tiger ball with 1:30 left to go.
So that ball's going to be at the 45, so they lost 6 yards on the pass.
We sure found a way to make that exciting, though.
-6 on the pass to Mitchell. So now Mitchell has negative receiving yards on the contest, and that's going to bring up first down and 10 for the Tigers. But still, full 3 timeouts for the Red Devils. So they can stop the ball 3 times, may get the ball back with about, I'm going to say maybe 45 seconds left, 35 seconds. So here we go. Tigers that full house backfield. Stauffenberg under center. He'll take the snap. Hands the ball off quickly to Gwynna. Gwynna's going to squirt through. Wow. Good run for, who is that? Is that Julian or is that?
It's going to be Zach.
Zach Larby.
Zach's first carry of the game.
So that's going to be 9 yards for Zach Larby on first down. Frankham with the tackle, but nice job, Zach, able to find a crease there. They're going to say 2nd down and 1 now for the Tigers, but we're going to see a timeout from the Red Devils. Like I said, they still have the full complement of timeouts, and they're going to take their first one at the 1:02 mark. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to...
We've got all of our bills paid here on the Evanston side, so we're going to keep it right here and talk about the game a little bit. Checking in on the My Local Radio chat room, Paige Tannenbaum says, "Let's go Red Devils." Also want to thank Miss Kuntz, that's Catherine Kuntz, for joining us in the chat room. Congratulations to the Evanston Lady Red Devils volleyball team taking down Natrona 3-1. Evanston still not out of this one. Yes, there's less than 2 minutes left, but as they mentioned, a full slate of timeouts for Coach Burton. 20-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Committee to Build Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Let's get you back out to Bill Bush Stadium in Lander.
Back down here for the Tigers. If they're able to get the first down here, essentially the game is over. A couple of stops here by the Red Devils, and they should get the ball back with not a lot of time left. So full house backfield for Stauffenberg, Larby, Sweeney, and Matisse Weaver, and that's going to be
first down. I think he's maybe out to the 34.
Is that Jack?
Now that'll be Zach for the carry again.
So that'll bring him down to, the 34? So that was
56 seconds left to go, new set of downs. I think we should be able to run this out here.
So a 3-yard gain for Zach. And it's been Zach all this fourth quarter here, picks up the first down. So under a minute now. Again, another timeout on the field for the Red Devils. They're going to have to take all of them. But realistically, Tony, with 4 downs here, this game is essentially over because after the second timeout, the Tigers can just kneel on it. So we're going to go ahead and just keep it here. 56 seconds left here, as we mentioned. Tigers with the ball, 1st and 10. So realistically, they can stop the clock one more time, and then the Tigers will have it 3 more downs. So Jackson with the final in Riverton, 57-7. Wow. Tell you what, Jackson returned back to, Jackson and Star Valley returned back to Wyoming football, and they dominated. So back to action here. Stauffenberg, again, full house complemented in the backfield there, 56 seconds left. He'll take the snap. Hands off to Larby. Larby's going to be dropped for a no gain there, but nonetheless, that clock is running.
So they're using their last timeout, 52 seconds.
So now that'll bring up 2nd and 10, so essentially 2 downs here can realistically run out the clock, and they can punt. I think actually they don't really need to, because I think we have a 35-second play clock? 30 or 35. So realistically,
we should be able to run it out here, I believe.
Yeah, 2 kneel downs, and it should be over. So 52 seconds left here. The Tigers come up big on a 4th down and 13, stopping the Red Devils with a negative 6-yard pass. But I'll tell you what, they were helped out prior to that. Illegal man downfield for the Red Devils, which would have resulted in, about a 37-yard pass.
Right. That first half, I really felt like we handled them. Okay, we're right here. We're coming out in victory formation.
So 2 kneel downs here, and that should do it for the Tigers, as I believe the 35-second clock will run. So now 45 seconds here on the Brentley home scoreboard, and the Tigers will get back on the winning side of the scoring column here after a disappointing loss last week, Tony, and as I said, this Evanston Red Devil team was a good way to get back. So again, now we're under 29 seconds, so yeah, one more kneel down and that should do it. And there it is, so that should do it here. Now we're at the 20-second mark on the Brentley home scoreboard, and the Tigers come back in a big way here to pick up the win, 20-13 here in their first home game of the season against the Red Devils. I'll tell you what, Tony, the Red Devils brought everything they could this game.
Coach, coming out of that first half, I really thought we were the stronger team. That second half, Evanston played a very solid second half.
Very solid.
And could have really gone either way that second half.
So we're going to step away for about a 2-minute timeout. Then we'll be back with some final stats. We'll also have some updated scores from around 3A and Fremont County. And we'll also have the post-game interview with head coach John Scott. All that coming up.
All right, and that is your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, as zeros are showing on the fourth quarter, brought to you by the committee to build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy board, 20-13. The Lander Valley Tigers improve to 2-1, while Evanston will fall to 1-3 and get ready for Green River next week. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll have our Pitchfork post-game show. A big thank you to Mr. Mike Noseep, voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, for letting us borrow their feed today. We had a situation arise where I was feeling under the weather, and the decision was made out of respect for Lander Valley, the coaches, the referees, basically anyone I would come in contact with, to go ahead and not send me to the game. So a big thank you to Mr. Noseep for letting us take his feed and give it to you today. We'll be right back with the post-game show, where we'll have our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, some highlights, and, of course, the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Again, your final on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Lander Valley 20, Evanston 13.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
When you think About Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Well, the Red Devils, after losing to Riverton 42-14, came into a game against Lander Valley, a team that some people picked to be in the top 5 in the state over the last few weeks. And it was fairly competitive. The Red Devils and Lander would be tied in the first quarter, and then Lander, on the back of their kicker, Matthias Weaver, would start to pull away. In the end, Evanston would come within striking distance, but could not complete the fourth down play. Penalties ended up being a kind of a death nail for them, and they fall to Lander. Final score, 20-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. Also, real quick, we'd like to thank all of our other sponsors, whether it be the main sponsors that you see on the sliding banners on mylocalradio.com. Also, our format sponsors, we usually get them a lot more live reads, so let's go ahead and give them one right now. Our first quarter today brought to you by the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse. They also brought you our fourth quarter as well. Check out Facebook and look up Evanston Community Fieldhouse to get all of the important information on this project. Our second quarter brought to you by Callis Automotive. Callis Automotive, with a knowledgeable staff. Callis Automotive offers everything you need for the season: batteries, windshield wipers, gloves, tools, you name it. They've either got it in stock or they can get it for you fast. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. Stop in today, 744 Front Street in Evanston. Our halftime show brought to you by the Uintah County Conservation District. So a big thank you to them. Touchdowns this year on Red Devil football brought to you by Farmers Insurance, the Jeff Piper Agency. So a big thank you to them as well. And then our first downs on Red Devil football brought to you by a brand new sponsor, Paige Beverly and Billy Tannenbaum, Evanston Red Devils' biggest fans in the great state of California. Let's go ahead and step aside, and we come back. We'll have our post-game highlights on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when two roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less traveled. Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: Lander Valley 20, Evanston 13. Lander Valley improves to 2-1 on the young season, while Evanston falls to 1-3. Evanston will now prepare for the homecoming game right at K. Thackrell Stadium in beautiful Evanston, Wyoming, where they'll take on Green River next Friday. Kickoff scheduled at 3 o'clock p.m. Pregame will be at 2:15. Let's go and give you our post-game highlights. The scoring got started with 9:28 left in the first quarter when Lander's Jack Sweeney had a 1-yard rush, make it 7-0, and then Jagger Mitchell with an interception and took it deep into Lander Valley territory. Jagger Mitchell would get a 1-yard pass from Jackson Moore to tie the ball game up. Lander Valley would then lean on the field goal kicker, Matthias Weaver. He had a 36-yard field goal to make it 10-7, and then a 42-yard pick six by Lander, making it 17-7. And then Matthias Weaver in the third quarter with 3:33 remaining put up the final points on the board for Lander with a 42-yard field goal. Evanston, though, with 7:46 left in the fourth, brought to you by the Evanston Committee, the Committee to Build the Evanston Community Fieldhouse, would get an 8-yard touchdown reception from Jagger Mitchell, and it would be 20-13. However, the extra point would be blocked. Evanston would have a chance to get a Paige Beverly and Billy Tannenbaum first down to extend the game and give themselves a chance to tie it up. However, the pass caught by, I believe they said it was Morrow. I should have written that down. Called back after an illegal man downfield penalty. So that is how that would end. And then Lander would get the ball back, run out the clock, and would win it 20-13. Good job by both teams. Evanston, nothing to be ashamed of in this one. We're going to go and step aside, and we come back. We'll look into our crystal ball, let you know what other Evanston events are coming up in the next 7 days. And then we'll have our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by McKay Frankham Dental Services, affordable dental services for the entire family. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Red Devils fall to Lander Valley. Final score 20-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Before we move on, I'm looking at the stats here on the YouTube, and they are the same numbers that we get on a usual game. I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. I know this must have been a weird broadcast to witness, considering the decision that was made for me not to be there because of me feeling under the weather. We made that decision out of respect for the folks in Lander Valley, as well as coaches, venue workers, anyone that I might have come in contact with. So thank you so much for tuning in and showing up for this broadcast. Next week, we will be in K. Fackrell Stadium bringing you live play-by-play and video of the homecoming game. Let's go ahead and check the calendar and let you know what events are coming up in the next week. First, let's close down the My Local Radio chat room. Big thank you to Catherine Kuntz, as well as Paige Tannenbaum and Austin Cook. Austin says, go Big Red, let's go Devils. Looking at the calendar for the next week, today we had the first day of the high school varsity golf state tournament. We got an update on that. We'll let you know in a second. Also, girls swimming was over in Rock Springs today. And, of course, volleyball in Natrona County. Evanston wins that one 3-1. And then football, you just saw Lander Valley over Evanston 20-13. Tomorrow, day 2 of the varsity golf state tournament. Girls will be at an invitational. Girls swimming will be at an invitational Green River. Cross country varsity meet in Roy, Utah. And then volleyball 7th grade game at Green River starting at 10 a.m. and a volleyball 7th grade duel at Star Valley starting at 10 a.m. as well. Monday, we got a freshman football game at 4 p.m. right at Lander Valley High School against the Tigers. Tuesday, September 22nd, we have volleyball games at Star Valley. C-team game starting at 4 o'clock, JV game starting at 5 o'clock, and the varsity game, first serve scheduled at 6. You can catch that game right here at mylocalradio.com and KNYN. Pregame will be at 5:30. Wednesday, September 23rd, cross-country will have a 7th grade cross-country meet in Lyman starting at 4 p.m. And then Thursday, September 24th, a 7th grade football game versus Green River at EMS. And then a C-team volleyball game versus Green River at the high school. A JV game at 5 o'clock. Of course, that C-team game starting at 4 o'clock. JV game at 5 o'clock. And then the varsity volleyball game versus Green River. The homecoming volleyball game Thursday night, September 24th. First serve scheduled at 6 o'clock. Pre-game scheduled at 5:30. Catch that on KNYN and the video stream online at mylocalradio.com. And then, of course, Friday, September 25th, the homecoming game for 2020. Evanston taking on Green River. Kickoff scheduled at 3. Tune in for the Pitchfork pregame show at 2:15 p.m. We've got an update from Coach Jerry Carroll on the golf day 1 of the golf state tournament. Both teams are in 6th place, and Braxton Lind leaves day 1 leading. As it sits right now, Braxton Lind in the ideal spot to bring home that coveted state gold medal back to Evanston. So good luck, Braxton, and finish the job. Go get it done. Let's go ahead and now transition to our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Dentistry. Family dental services at affordable rates. Call 789-8910 for your appointment today. And we're going to give it to Jagger Mitchell. Moves like Jagger. Had 2 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. Pick any one of those 4 plays as your precision play of the game. You could also pick the interception that Jagger took deep to set up the first touchdown. Just so many things. A dynamic performance by the senior running back. So Jagger Mitchell, the recipient of your Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by McKay Frankum Dental Services, family dental services at affordable rates. Call 789-8910 today. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for this special broadcast of Red Devil Football on KNYN 99.1 with live audio online at mylocalradio.com. Again, a big thank you to you for tuning in and writing this out with us. We will be back to the live video stream and the live play-by-play next week. Again, this decision was made because I was feeling under the weather, and we decided out of respect for Lander Valley, for coaches, for the people in the press box, anyone that I would come into contact with, it was better to be safe and sorry and not have me go to the game. So we thank Mr. Mike Noseep, voice of the Lander Valley Tigers, for letting us borrow his feed. Also, big thank you to our producer back at the studio, Alyssa McDaniel. I'm Elan OLLIFF saying thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be Tuesday in Star Valley when the Lady Red Devils volleyball team takes on the Braves after the big win against Natrona tonight. First serve scheduled at 6 o'clock, pregame at 5:30. Thank you so much, and take care.
You've been tuned into a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM, with video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's game has been brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankham DDS, Westar Printing, T-Bar S Body Shop, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Hoover Chiropractic, Mountain West Business Solutions, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Jen's Life Photography, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On in Casper, Rocky Mountain Sign, Bear River Dental, Plains Tire, Uinta County School District Number 1, Ellingford Brothers, and by Freeway Tire. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with Rich's Matthew Peterson and the Valley's Cullen Holt, and production assistant, Alyssa McDaniel. Biggest thanks to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Red Devil players and coaches. Like My Local Radio Sports on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on KNYN 99.1 FM and mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils!